question and answer session from the jury.
The teams will be evaluated on the basis of problem understanding, originality of ideas, practicality of solutions, and presentation skills. So, without further delay, let's begin our competition. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Pvt from NIAM.
Good morning, sir.
There is a change in sequence. So, instead of Pvt, now we would like to invite Mr. Aditya Kumar from V School.
Good morning, jury members and my peers. My name is Aditya and I am from Wellington, Mumbai. Today, I want to talk about something which connects farmer, climate and our future food security. It's simple. Our soils are tired, our farmers are struggling, and our planet is heating up. Or you know what? The solution lies beneath our feet. That is organic fertilizer. Problem. We have heavily depended on chemical fertilizer. Yes, it gave us a high yield, but now India has transformed from grain deficit to grain surplus. So do you really think we need chemical fertilizer? Just because they are not just degrading our soil, but also polluting our water bodies. So this is the time we look forward and convince our farmers to opt organic fertilizers. Otherwise, our future generation will pay the price. Soil organic carbon. It's critical because it acts as a natural carbon sink. Organic inputs like compost, biochar, manure that increase the microbial activity, and organic fertilizers with zero tillage. Its combination increase the fertility of the soil, even improve the water retention. And I'm not throwing up. I have some evidence. Just like Yunnan, China, their farmers just replaced 30% of chemical nitrogen and replaced with the organic manure. And you know what they found? They found 13% increase in yield of maize. and that gave her a higher profit. Second, is how? Here farmers just replace a 15% of chemical nitrogen with organic fertilizers, and they found inhibit SOC mineralization, better carbon excretion, and improve the microbial activity. And this is in India, Gujarat, Kutch. Their farmers reported that they get better water retention, they get improved microbial activity, and improved fertility. And you can see in this chart. If you want to see, you can clearly here mention the quality and how it improved. Second is liquid biofertilizer. This liquid biofertilizers is made useful of microorganisms like bacteria, algae, fungi that improve, not only help in the fixing nitrogen but also help in the phosphorus potassium ability in the soil. And this is the exciting new research which I found and which is still going on, that is agrohomeopathy by Balaji. And he says that he will be going to treat plant diseases by homeopathy stuff. Don't you think so? It's nature's own healing power. And if you want to really go, you can score this, you can scan this QR card and you can go into that research paper. And this is the trend, how exactly from 2012 to 2025, how it improved the trend market of organic fertilizers. And of course, this wasn't a piece of cake. Farmers had to sacrifice, they faced a lot of struggles in their life. Lack of technical knowledge, high labor cost of collection, weak marketing and distribution, and many others. So what we can do? We can do train and educate our farmers on composting and biofertilizers. We can demonstrate plots for farmers so they can trust on us. And even we can connect our farmers with the period market. And farmers who they get the opportunity and they start their own venture, and what they get? This opportunity. This opportunity is huge. Now India is leading. Now already they had a 12,000 crore plus worth in organic fertilizers. We are exporting our produce to the US, Europe, and Middle East countries, and that about 15,700 plus crore. And the most important fact that excites me most, that India has the largest number of fertilizers farmers, organic farmers in the world. And here the organic area, that is 4.4 million hectare and still increasing up. And supporting states like Sikkim, which is totally organic produce, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and others. And this, I found 3 case studies which is very relevant to this topic, that is Bhoomgadi first. And they sell biofertilizers named Jaivik Bazaar. And they have 2,700 farmers and they all get a well paid. Second, Sahajaharam, Andhra Pradesh. They sell their produce directly from the farm to the consumer. And of course, they have challenges, but still they make it. And here you can see this trend from 2018 to 2021. Of course, they started their business, but it's not easy to start their own venture. Of course, they face a lot of challenges like market awareness, demand creation, price sensitivity, and competition. It's hard. It's hard to get people to prefer our product when already cheaper option available in the market. Certification hurdles. Getting certified is very hurdle. This can be long and expensive process. Supply chain, distribution, and logistics. This is a major problem of agriculture in India. Right now, most of the farmers are facing the supply chain. And you know what? But some of the entrepreneurs had came up and started their own business regarding supply chain, and they solved the problem to some extent. And the app name is Ninja Cart Kisan Connect, which directly purchase the produce from the farm and sell to the consumer. And if you really want to go into deep, here the research paper from where I get this data. So let me complete with this. Healthy soil means healthy farmers. Healthy farmers means healthy food, and healthy food means healthy future for all of us. Let's sow the sustainability today so we can harvest the prosperity tomorrow. Thank you.
It was a nice presentation and well elaborated also. I have two questions. First is like, what were the sources of your graphs? You showed that there is an increase in the farmers who are using organic fertilizers, and there is like increasing trend in the organic fertilizers also. So what were the sources? In the last slide you showed that you took it from the research papers and all. Other than that, like, did you prefer any government publications or sources?
This is all mixed, actually already all secondary data, and some are from government sites and some are from private sectors.
Which site you follow?
ResearchGate.
Government sources. In ResearchGate you just took some research papers.
Sorry,
The authenticated, what was the authenticated source of the data?
sorry, I'm not remember this.
Okay.
I just go through this. We have so less time now, that's why.
Other than that, like as a manager, when you are going to a place which they have a very good harvest and all, and they are not using organic fertilizers or any organic thing, but they are earning well, and they shifted from organic, just not organic but natural farming, like they used to do the traditional indigenous farming, and then they shifted to the conventional farming because they were not earning well. How you will convince those farmers to get back to the organic farming?
Like previous years, European countries, our products do not meet the standards of Europeans, but now we are exporting to the Europe country, and this is a time where people think about health conscious. They're really health conscious and they're ready to pay the extra money for that. So I think they will convince to use the organic fertilizers and they produce it.
They were not earning well when they were doing the organic and natural. Like, just health will be your main, because in the end farmers, because when he'll shift to organic, initial days he may not have that much harvest, that much produce. How you will convince him? Like, what will be your strategy that you have to tell him something? No, other than words also you have to tell him, like, instead of this you'll do this, or just do organic in half of your plot and something like that.
I just mentioned a demonstration plot for farmers so they can trust on us, and what I think is people believe on result, and if I show them this result, then maybe they will convince. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya sir, for giving the presentation. Now we invite Mr. Valavenkatesh Ganesh sir from Manage.
Respected dignitaries and my presentation, I want to tell a short story. There is a guy called Ramesh. He is a farmer. He continuously did chemical fertilizers. He used last 3 years and he got high profits. But after the 3 years, in the 4th year, if you did, he did the again chemical fertilizers, but he did not got that much high productivity. In the same time, he noticed in his kitchen garden, it is grown by his grandfather, and he asked him, how you are getting this much tasty and useful and lack of pest products. Then his grandfather told that because of the natural things. If the soil is alive, then the product will be very nice and the product will be also nice. Now I will go into the presentation. Organic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are fertilizers that are formed from the organic components like farmyard manure, biochar and other liquid fertilizers. Before this, this is the global agriculture harnessing potential. India emits around 13% of through the agriculture, and it accounts in 2023 around 57 crores dollars, and it ranges. It will be showing potential that it will reach 95 crores USDs by the 5.7 CAGR. The main thing here is in 2024 there is around 17 lakhs hectares of production of organic farm. It will be showing that it is around 36 lakhs hectares is in the converting range. The strategic implementations to gain market leadership. To get market leadership, we have to position the organic fertilizers. Already organic fertilizers are there, but the farmers are not aware and not able to use those. For this, we have to position them as a climatic solutions, not as a simple fertilizers. And systematic addressing adoption barriers, because farmers are from last this many years after the green revolution, farmers are aware about the chemical fertilizers. They are not aware about the organic fertilizers. We have to aware them. There is a gap of knowledge between the farmers to use the organic fertilizers. The third one is strategic ecosystem analysis. And farmers are, if the farmer is able to produce the organic products, then he is not able to know how to market them. We have to produce a supply chain which is having, for inorganic fertilizers, inorganic components, how it is having the same way it also required for the organic products. Carbon sequestration advantages. Soil organic carbon enhancement. By using the organic fertilizers, we can increase the soil organic sequestration. Soil organic carbon by 35%. And by incorporating the organic fertilizers, we can increase the productivity by 50% to 110%. Mechanisms to use the carbon sequestration. Biological enhancement. By using the mycorrhiza fungi, we can increase the organic carbon content. Physical soil improvement, by using the farmyard manure and other components, we can increase it. These are some of the organic fertilizer forms. Biochar application. In biochar, if the temperature is around 300 to 400, it can be useful as a acidic component and it is useful to neutralize the organic soils. If the temperature is around 700, then it is used as a organic substance and it is useful for the neutralizing the acidic solutions, acidic soils. Barriers to adoption. Economical constraint. Organic products are little bit costlier than the inorganic. Knowledge gap, as I told before itself, farmers are not aware much about the organic products and how to use them. Technical and operation challenges. As we know that farmyard manure, these all are bulkier and to transport it requires more cost. And there is the main thing is certificate habits. Farmers are able to do the organic fertilization, organic production of the products, but they require a certification to show that it is an organic product. Soil health and fertility issues. In Haryana and Punjab, you know that there is a higher use of the urea and there is a nitrogen overuse for fertilizers. This is a success story from Madhya Pradesh. The farmer, Rameshwar, he used the organic products, organic fertilizers, and he reduced the 30% of the input cost and increased his cotton yield by 25%. Market positioning strategies. As I told before, to position organic fertilizers in the market, we have to do its positioning as a climate helpful for the climate control. And the target segment is progressive farmers who are having the age between the 18 to 45, who are well known about who are well aware about the organic fertilizers, and organic transition farmers who are undergoing the PKVY Krishi Jagran scheme. And the second segment is through water stressed regions where the organic fertilizers will helpful for the soil water retention. Strategic partnership. By connecting the government, NGOs, FPOs and the farmers together, we can, if the farmer who are having through PKVY clusters, the PKVY cluster is known as 20 hectares land where the farmers come together and they buy the organic product, organic fertilizers and cultivate them and to sell them. The farmer aggregates like this will helpful for them. And educating the farmers, as I told before, the knowledge gap is there and 94% of the farmers don't know how to use this. We can show the demonstrations and by that we can develop them. And JVKB, this is an app that is used to develop the organic cropping. This is a roadmap to implement an organic fertilizer company. First of all, we have to take 50 plots and early developers of 5,000. Then we can develop it. After that, we can sign some MOUs with the other partners. And later that, we can connect with the retailers and we can develop this into multiple times.
Thank you, Ganesh. Very good presentation and elaborated very well each and everything. But my worries is that, especially in the northeastern states and some Sikkim states and hilly region of India, the farmers are growing organic produce by default. Because there is a very less use of chemical fertilizer, they are not using chemical fertilizer. And or we can say that fertilizers are not available there, especially in the hilly regions. Even in plain regions, we are hardly all farmers are getting the urea and DAP. There is a hue and cries about the chemical fertilizer. But especially, you know that India is a very big country and there is a varied climatic zones and the difficulties of the farmers are different place to place. In such a situation, how we can convert the majority of the farmers into the organic, using the organic fertilizers, because this is a big challenge before the government also. Because especially when we talk about the marketing of organic produce, there is no specific market for selling the organic produce except few. So in such a situation, if we farmers convert into grow the organic produce, then how they would be able to sell their produce? This is a big challenge. How you suggest on that part actually? I would like to know.
I have to give answer for whole India or for Northeast?
Some part, some holistic, by using the holistic approach, you can give some small answer. There is no
farmers are changing into organic, how we have to supply?
Yeah, how we can use the approach. The farmers, those are using the organic fertilizers, they are very less in numbers.
Yes.
But there is a lot of farmers available in India. Especially when we talk about the Punjab and Haryana, most of the farmers, they are using the chemical fertilizers. The mindset is different.
Yes.
So in such a situation, how we can motivate the farmers to use the organic fertilizers?
Well, while I am doing my UG in DIU, I did a RAL program. In that program, the areas where I visited, most of the farmers convert into the organic. Okay, and first we have to target the large farmers because they have the larger content and the productivity change in the smaller quantity does not affect them much. And they have higher financial stability to reach the export. They can finance larger amount to reach the export quality also. First we aim for the larger farmers and from there we can aim to the other farmers by showing them as a model.
I don't have a particular question, but rather a suggestion. Like in your roadmap, you were saying that we will go with the agroclimatic zones. I am assuming that that agroclimatic zones will be on a national level. Yeah. So, but other than agroclimatic zones, you can think about the crops also. At least like horticultural crops or the commercial crops like that. Because the intake of organic fertilizers or any fertilizers per se is different crop wise also. So you can add that in your roadmap. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bala Venkatesh Ganesh. Now we invite Panga Nikshal Reddy from C.C.S NIAM.
Good morning, everyone. I am Panga Nikshal Reddy from C.C.S NIAM. Today my case study is about organic fertilizers that enhance soil health and carbon sequestration for sustainable agriculture. Carbon sequestration is the fixing of atmospheric carbon into the soil. Objectives of the case study is facilitating carbon sequestration for climate mitigation, and adopting zero tillage for increasing soil organic carbon, and evaluating and promotion of use of organic fertilizers and making strategic partnership with FPOs and other organizations, and achieving sustainability through all these factors. Modern agriculture faces a lot of challenges. It includes soil degradation and loss of fertility and climate mitigation, and along with this, food safety concerns and increase of agricultural inputs, and decline in biodiversity due to monocropping. When coming to the Indian market side, organic fertilizers is $0.6 million, but fertilizers is $35 million, but the compound annual growth rate for organic fertilizers is 6%, whereas for conventional fertilizers it's only 2%. So there is a lot of scope for organic fertilizers in Indian market. When coming to the consumption of major fertilizers in India, the data represents that from 2010 to 2025, a lot of increase in consumption of urea, that is 35% of urea has increased, but DAP and MOP consumption has decreased. The reasons due to the farmers are going for organic fertilizers as an alternative. And fertilizer imports from 2010 to 2025 also decreased. There are various reasons for decreasing imports. We are completely dependent on importing of MOP because we are not producing MOP in India. The reasons of declining fertilizers also include that is government is spending a lot of funds on subsidizing these conventional fertilizers. So government is reducing the funds and going through self-reliance through Atmanirbhar Bharat and through PM Pranam scheme. Some of the major organic fertilizers of various companies include Bhuashad from Coromandel and PDM from SPIC and Prom from SPIC and Jai Kisan Prom from PPL. And nutrient availability and fertilizer production in India. PDM is potassium derived from molasses. It contains 14.5% of potassium, but it acts as substitute for MOP. And Indian farmers, coming to the scenario of Indian farmers, around 86% are small and marginal farmers. So that we need to focus on small and marginal farmers too, because they contribute a lot of percentage in Indian farmers. And production of fertilizers This data represents that there is a huge chance of production of organic fertilizers in India, because over a period of time the production of organic fertilizers is increasing. So that we can conclude based on this data that there is a scope for production of organic fertilizers. And most of the Indian farmers are familiar of organic fertilizers, but they are not using due to various constraints, thinking that it is costly. These are the states which we need to focus a lot for organic fertilizers. And soil organic carbon is influenced through carbon sequestration. The factors affecting carbon sequestration include climate. The cold climate have more soil organic carbon due to slower decomposition, and land use. The croplands lessen the soil organic carbon, whereas forest lands gain soil organic carbon. And the soil types, clay soils have more soil organic carbon compared with loamy soils and sandy soils. Soil organic carbon directly influences the productivity of the soil through water retention capacity and microbial count, because soil organic carbon in the soils where it is less than 0.5% has lower water retention capacity and microbial count, that directly influences the productivity. The soils which have more than 2% of soil organic carbon have higher microbial count and water retention capacity, that enhances the productivity of the soil. And the parameters, when coming to the average soil organic carbon in India, it is only 0.3 to 0.7%, but involved it is 1.2 to 2.5. So there is a gap and opportunity. Around 300% improvement potential is there. And sequestration rate in India, it is only 0.1 to 0.3 ton per hectare per year, but in Wall it is 0.5 to 1.5 ton per hectare per year. And most of the agriculture funds, it focuses on improving soil organic carbon, and it includes 15% of funds for soil organic carbon. And sustainable practices that are improving soil organic carbon include mulching and cover cropping, reduced tillage. Reduced tillage is minimum disturbance of soil, and crop rotation, and incorporating organic matter. Some of the easily implementable practices at village level include glycidia use and crop stubble incorporation and horsegram incorporation, because these are easily done at village level. And along with this, biogas linked with vermicomposting. We can position organic fertilizers through IDA model. IDA model includes creating awareness among the farmers. Initially, the farmers go to stores for buying inorganic fertilizers, so that they can go through banners are presented in the stores, and through local events such as mobile van campaigns, and digital tools also be used, so that we need to create interest among the farmers to the benefits of organic fertilizers and to use how to use. And desire can be created to ROI proof. The amount of funds that they are using for fields and the profits they are getting from the crop, and through benefit messaging and action to be done. Then these are the schemes that are focusing majorly on organic fertilizers. This include Paramparagat Krishi Yojana. This is funding 50,000 per hectare, and it is allocating 1,500 crore in the year 2024 to 2026. And modified RKVY, it is also 75% subsidy for compost units, and PM Pranam scheme and soil health card scheme. And positioning of organic fertilizers. This is the major thing where we need to follow various recommendations to position organic fertilizers, and this include 70:30. This means 70% of conventional fertilizers and 30% of organic derived fertilizers, because the farmers cannot directly shift from conventional fertilizers to organic fertilizers. So that initially we need to go with 70:30 ratio, so that 30% of organic fertilizers can be used, and over a period of time it can be changed to 50:50, so that we can change organic farmers' mindset to going through organic fertilizer usage. And on-time product supply should be there, because in peak seasons there is lack of fertilizer availability in the local markets. This also influences the farmers, and they think that going for organic fertilizers is cost and it is not available during the season. And solution-based approach. For every problem there is a solution, and we need to explain them the amount of organic fertilizers to be used and at the right time. And profit and loss statement to be explained, because farmers are in a way that they are thinking, oh, organic fertilizers is costly and they need initial benefits, quicker results. But when they go through problem profit and loss statement, they will get to know that over a period of time the soil health is increased and they will get higher profits with the usage of organic fertilizers. Because and maintaining retailer trust, and when they buy in a bulk amount, they need to get more benefits. And product awareness done through various ways, through above the line, below the line, through the line. Through above the line, we go for mass awareness among the farmers through newspaper, insert wall clippings, and TV and radio and pamphlets, so that they will get to know aware about the benefits of the organic fertilizers. And below the line include QR codes and packaging. This includes how the fertilizers to be incorporated for particular crop, and the amount of the fertilizers and the time of application, and through digital promotions through reels, etc. Because India has more than 650 million users of digital platforms. And through store advertisements, and through the line include field day demonstrations and KVK demos, etc. Promotional activities also include testimonials, because success stories will improve the farmer's mindset and they will get to know by using organic fertilizers they will get higher profits too. It also includes slogans such as Carbon Badao and Meti Bachao. And digital farmer engagement. Here we collect soil samples and we provide them advices based on their soil status. And through regional WhatsApp groups we will incorporate messages, we will transfer messages about their fields and the crop pre-seasonal data, everything. So testimonial collection and micro-influencers are to be identified, and we need to share the data and benefits of organic fertilizers so that the micro-influencers will influence other farmers, and we need to focus on progressive farmers, because progressive farmers will influence the local farmers in their community to adopt and to go with organic fertilizers. When coming to marketing and branding strategies, we need to promote organic products as health enhancers with proven enhancements and with proven scientific data. This is the thing, we need to partnership with local organizations and government bodies, and our value chain framework for organic fertilizer include, we need to bridge the gap for organic fertilizers by enhancing, to sell their produce at higher price by making partnership with the FPOs and other organizations that procure organic produce. Thank you.
Next up, very good presentation, very elaborative and very informative, definitely, but we need to have some improvement, especially in the use of the organic fertilizers. My small question is that we are pushing the farmers to use the organic fertilizers. This is very good thing because it improves the health of soil, vis-a-vis to the health of the consumer, health of the environment. It means that it leads to the sustainability. So very small number of farmers are using organic fertilizer, because the availability of the organic fertilizer, supply of organic fertilizer is still very low.
Yes, sir.
And the majority of the companies, they are producing the chemical fertilizers. And some companies, as you shown in your presentation, some companies are producing some organic fertilizers also. But how we can understand that we can change the whole farming community into the organic fertilizer? How much time it will take? Can you assume on that part?
Yes, sir.
However, it is a very difficult task.
Yes,
So is it possible?
Sir, it is not possible in the current scenario, sir, because a complete rapid shift of from conventional fertilizers to organic fertilizers is a hypothetical scenario only, and we need to go with 70:30 so that the farmers will use conventional fertilizers along with blending with organic fertilizers too, because the farmers are in a mind state to get instant results from the crops and to get more profits. But this is leading to loss of soil fertility and soil degradation is happening, so that the nutrients in the soil is reducing. But we can go with alternative ways and through various ways. We can tell them with that over a period of time the soil health will be increased, so that they will go with organic fertilizers.
Yeah, actually, you might be knowing that the government of India has launched one scheme, that is soil health card.
Yes, sir.
In soil health card, it is envisaged to the farmers that you have to utilize the meet out the need of the soil as per its health.
Yes, sir.
What kind of component is required in the soil to add. According, they advise the scientists advise to the farmers, then these and these nutrients are required to add in the soil. But in spite of that, farmers are not using fully this one. So this is the mindset of the Indian farmers. It is very difficult to penetrate some new things into the ground level. However, the idea is very nice. If we would be able to change all these things into the organic, then it would be a wonderful thing to the Indian agriculture. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pvt Reddy. Now we would like to invite Mr. Sujay Patrimark from Wellington School of Management.
Check. Sir. Okay. Shubha Munjane ellarigu. Nanna hesaru Sujay. Okay. Now that I have all your complete attention, let me introduce you myself. Good morning, respected judges, peer groups, fellow participants, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sujay. I am from Wellington Institute of Management, Mumbai. I am here today to share you an idea that doesn't just grow business, it grows values for farmers, for businessmen, and to our planet also. Modern agriculture. Today's agriculture feeds us, but at the very same time, it is depleting our soils. Isn't it right? 33% of the world soils are already degraded, and 24 billion tons of fertile soil we lose each year. Isn't it shocking? Yes, it is. And you can see here, the agriculture drives up to a quarter of the greenhouse gas emissions. But here lies the biggest opportunity. Agriculture marketing opportunity. Today, organic fertilizer market stands around $8.6 billion. And you won't believe me, research says that by 2034, it will be around $20 billion. And you can see this graph. The organic fertilizer grows, it's growing into 3 times faster than the conventional fertilizer market. This, my friend, says that the organic fertilizer market is growing rapidly. So, isn't it a good idea, right idea to invest in it? Now, let's step into the farmer's shoes. Why aren't farmers adopting to organic fertilizer easily? It's because of high cost, yield risks, and lack of trust. But here, my friends, what changes the game? It's carbon dividends that pays 12,800 rupees per year. It increases peer network, soil champions validation, and gamified learning, where we give points and badges to the farmers. Now, let's speak about the facts. Organic fertilizer increases the soil organic carbon by 0.44 grams of carbon per kg. This, when combined with zero tillage, increases the soil carbon level. It hikes, it jumps from 0.4% to 0.7% in just 3 years. Now, here, what's the big picture? The big picture is, by 2050, we can capture 2.8 gigatons of carbon dioxide annually. So, what does farmer think?
farmer's choice isn't just about harvest. It's about his steady income, it's about his security, and it's about his success. So, I have come up with two solutions that we can adopt. The first being the non-technological solution is that we repositioning the organic fertilizer as a soil medicine. Let's not just sell organic fertilizer. We will introduce it in the market as a soil medicine. We'll not call it as a input cost. We'll call it as a health investment. Let's not market fertilizer as a fertilizer, or organic fertilizer as a fertilizer. Let's market it as a soil multivitamin. This, with AI dashboards and this blockchain technology, the farmer doesn't just grow better. He becomes smarter also. Now, with a technological solution, I have created an app called Carbon Roots. It's not just an app, it's a digital soil twin. It's an app where it has a carbon marketplace, carbon credit marketplace. Judges and students, feel free to scan this QR and you can check the prototype of an app. Now in your mobile, you can do it. Otherwise, later you can take this PPT and go to the link over here and you can check the prototype. It has dashboards for farmers, for companies, for policymakers also. Now, there's a simulation of Bharat cotton farm that had adopted this carbon roots. If at all, it's a hypothetical simulation. Before, heavy reliance on the chemical fertilizers, declining soil organic carbon by less than 0.4%. But after adapting this app, there will be a 25% reduction in chemical fertilizers, 25% reduction in water use retention. That will save the water, and $800 per acre, 180 per acre will be earned via carbon credits. So let me read a simulation testimonial that a farmer from Bharat cotton farm has said. With carbon roots, my soil feels alive. I run 5 chemicals. This is giving me carbon credits. This is what the simulation said. It's not me who said. It's the simulation that said when I put this app in the simulation down. So, what are my roadmap? What are my strategies? It takes around 5+ years to incorporate this app. The phase 1 takes around 1 to 2 years. That's the foundation, where we are scaling around 100 captains across 5 states. We are partnering with the universities, not only agriculture universities, all the farm science allied sectors of universities. We partner with soil technical labs, and we also introduce this farmer carbon wallet. It's a digital account where farmers can trade and take carbon credit code to the companies. Phase 2, coming to scale and monetization. It takes around 3 to 5 years. So, what will be in scale and monetization? Forward contracts with corporates, carbon loans based on carbon dividends, and we'll redefine the AI models as we go into the future so that testing costs reduces. Okay. Now, the main part is that in scale and monetization is microfinancing the farmers through this carbon credit revenues. I have 2 minutes, let me run fast. Phase 3 is ecosystem integration. We'll integrate this carbon app in the national framework. Integration into India's climate and agro missions. Integration with ESG reportings. Corporates can buy credit revenues directly from farmers. Why middleman? Okay. Last, it's my vision to an action. For farmers, it's knowledge, it's income, and it's his confidence. For policymaker, it's the fastest way to accelerate net zero commitments through agriculture. Sir, ma'am, for investors like you, sir, you're seeing not just any market, you're seeing $13.7 billion market by 2050. And believe me, $20 billion market by 2050 in organic fertilizer. It's a big opportunity for you guys also. So, at last, let me leave you with this thought. If we save soil, we save farmers. If we save farmers, we save our planet. Thank you.
It was very elaborative presentation, very nice idea also.
Thank you.
And about this app, like have you already launched this app? Is it already in your first phase or you're just the idea is there? Like, what is the status?
With investors like you, I can launch this app also. But as of now, we don't have any monetization to resource to launch this app. There are many protocols to be followed, many integration with the policies also to be followed. So we have to go through this. It is an idea, believe me, it's the best idea that anyone can come up with. I'm not pitching myself here, I'm pitching the app. Yes.
I completely agree with you. This is really very good idea and you should start looking for investments.
Definitely.
And in the app, you can, when you are integrating the farmers and the companies, I guess very good. But when the KVKs and the universities, when they go to the farmers, they always have to, use some seeding amount to convince them to even come to the training first. So in your app also, you can add some rewards, you can gamify it and all.
Yes, ma'am. I did mention a point, like gamified and learning, where we give points and badges.
Yeah. But in the last slide, you should, there should be how many credits. You can give in credits also the reward, so you can give reward in another way. But it was not mentioned in the last, so I thought because it's not there in the app yet. It should be curated for the farmers differently and for the companies and the government differently. You should approach for the investment to the government sector also through our investment.
Definitely.
Thank you, Sujay. बहुत अच्छा presentation, very nice, and very elaborate and very energetic presentation you make it. Actually, you have shown somewhere in your presentation you appoint some
soil captains
to deal with the to increase the usability of the organic fertilizers in the rural areas and to help to the farmers. This is a very good idea actually, because we need this kind of campaign so that we can increase the visibility of use of the organic fertilizers, especially in the rural areas, because the farmers, to convince the farmers is very difficult.
Yes.
So soil captains, that idea is very nice. Definitely this is a very clicking idea, and I think that if we utilize the capability of the rural youth in soil captain and the youth basically who are graduates in agriculture. So I think that it would be a win-win situation to the youth as well as to the farmers also. Otherwise your presentation is very good. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Any questions?
How to connect the farmer?
So, connect the farmer through app or
through app.
Through app. Okay. Farmers use mobile phones. You all know it. All are touch screens.
No.
No.
Farmer is just a common one. It's the communication issues.
Yes.
Lots of language issues.
Okay.
How to connect?
Sir, we'll develop an app where it is multi-language, multilinguistical app. They can use it in the local languages, apps, and it will be more convenient.
Authenticate data.
So,
can you provide authenticate data?
Authenticate data for my app?
Yeah.
Like how should I come up with the linguistical apps?
Just like the MEDIA-E-NIAM, use the data. Useful to farmers. Which community useful?
Okay. Sir, as my friend said, the one before me said that we have to target larger farmers first. we will of course target larger farmers because they know they have the funds. And that same thing, seeing these larger farmers, smaller farmers adapt to it. And the linguistical part, as I said, will definitely go good, sir. Because incorporating it with the local languages, farmers will find it easy to use, to go through the options in it. So I think that will be better.
Okay,
Thank you.
So now we invite last participant who is a student of C.C.S NIAM. Please welcome Mr. Varun Sharma.
Hello. So a very beautiful good morning to everyone. I am Varun Sharma from C.C.S NIAM PGDM ABM West 2025-27. So to deal with this case study, I analyzed research papers of state agriculture universities, field trials which have recently been conducted in the ICAR, IARI, and the data I have taken is from the trusted sources like APIDA, and creative 3 attractive, innovative, comprehensive program related to the which will cure the adoption related issues of the farmers. So let's deep dive into the case study. So coming to the problem statements related to adoptions, there are certain challenges which usually farmers face. The first one includes delayed effectiveness, and then comes to lack of knowledge, and then yield stability and cost effectiveness. So what I developed is some promising solutions. What promising solutions it could be? It is the inclusion of the increased organic fertilizer use whenever combined with the innovative and the sustainable agronomic practices like zero tillage and organic mulching will surely solve this issue and increase the soil organic carbon content and also aids carbon sequestration. So after going through the SWOT analysis, I found some motivators. Yes, the government is pushing the organic farming industry, and organic market is also growing. As from the APIDA report of 2024-25, we trade about $0.6 billion organic trade, and yes, there are a lot of soil crises, but still we have a very good opportunity. Why? Because this organic produce holds very much and very large value than the traditional produce which use heavy agrochemical inputs that are chemically synthesized. So for me, increasing soil carbon content is a win-win situation. Why? Because the atmospheric CO2, which is increasing day by day, can be easily sequestrated through the use of the organic fertilizers, and by increasing the soil organic carbon, we can easily fix that notorious CO2 which is creating the issues like global warming. We put deeply back into the soil through which plants can utilize it. So coming to the pastoral approach, yes, there are very political aids, like there are various schemes like Pradhan Mantri Pranam scheme, NPOP mission, and Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana is also there. Coming to the economic, yes, the Indian government is giving very huge subsidy. Our agriculture budget is heavily affected by this fertilizer budget because most of the fertilizers are exported from the countries like China, and whenever they want, they can easily manipulate our supply chains, and we have to face a lot of challenges during the peak growing seasons. So social, yes, there are social aspects because awareness is also increasing day by day. Everyone wants clear food, and going through the behavioral pattern of the farmers, what I personally feel that there is one factor which influences the most is their peer learning. The technological aspects, yes, there are a lot of the startups which are working in this sector, and environmental issues, and recently coming to the legal issues, yes, FCO recently introduced biofertilizers and the organics into the fertilizer control order. So how organic fertilizers are increasing the soil properties? So talking about FYM, biochar, vermicompost, and prom, what they did, they increased the water holding capacity of the soil, which ultimately reduce the water usage at the fields. and they easily improve the physical structure and the chemical composition of the soil also. So whenever these organic fertilizers, eco-friendly practices and crops are combined together, they create a feasible sustainable soil health enhancement. So these are the two studies related to the okra, that is Avilomoschus esculentus, and the rice, that is the Rhiza sativa. What the findings of this result is, whenever we incorporate some organic fertilizers along with the traditional synthetic chemical fertilizers, there is a first slight dip and then a very good increase after a certain period of the time. So after studying the current scenarios, I have come with some challenges. The first one is transitional challenges. The second one is the technical challenge. The third is the availability challenge. So to solve this challenge, I have integrated all these challenges and create some attractive strategies. The first one is eco-friendly positioning, second is strengthening the partnership, and the third one, the important one, is champion farmer model, and then comes phase integration and the cyclic integration. So positioning of our organic fertilizer includes macro brand, eco-savior and omni-channel. And I am very happy to announce this slogan that Mitti ki jaan, Kishan ki shaan. So coming to the three-pronged marketing strategy, it includes building a category and the awareness among the farming community, and it also creates a desirable product brand. So the farmer-centric partnership models, we are giving a 360-degree help to the farmers. We are connecting them with the input suppliers of the required for organic production. Some logistics are also improved, output market is also provided, and the knowledge and the advisory service is also provided. So coming to the execution blueprint, according to the data, I have selected some states like Gujarat, UP, Odisha, Karnataka initially because their area under organic production is high. Talking about the setup, which is the first, we will pick up 10 districts. We will evaluate their soil, and the second half includes increasing the number of demo plots, and the third is the scale and the monetization. I include concept of the soil card and a soil ambulance. Along with this, I have also run a 3-visit advisory. In this 3-visit advisory, as we all know that the farmer mindset is very traditional. It is very difficult to convince them to use this. So I plan these 3-visit advisory services. 3-visit advisory services will be there. First one prior to the sowing, second as the crop maturity stage, and third after the crop harvesting. Our team will visit those farms, take samples from their soil, tell them about the current gainings of their soil and improvement in the soil health by the use of these organic fertilizers. So I have also designed a dashboard and for a champion farm mobilization model. It is a 2-cycle process. It is a way of converting farmers into organic ambassadors. What we do, we initially target some progressive farmers, we train them, we motivate them and introduce the skill of storytelling so that they can influence their peer farmers, so that more and more farmers can be incorporated in the chain. And a very beautiful dashboard is also created by me. It has a 2-way interface. The farming interface includes the improvement in the soil health data and about the improved soil organic carbon status, and about the corporate side. Yes, we gave a very beautiful, authentic and real-time data of the soil organic carbon, and which we can use to create carbon credits, and further we can sell them in the national and the international markets. So recently from our field trial from IRI, these are the very recent trials which shows everyone knows this. If you directly switch towards the organic farming, there would be a very havoc, as we have seen in the Sri Lanka cases. So what we can do in this situation, I developed a strategy called phase-wise integration of organic fertilizers and sustainability agriculture practices. So it has mainly 4 phases. In this, I am trying to incorporate some organic fertilizers like PROM instead of DAP, along with the DAP. So in the phase 1, this is the baseline phase. Initially, approximately 2-month phase, what we do is we go to the farm, analyze the soil status and give them a very beautiful soil cards on which an advisory helpline number is also provided. So organic carbon content. So in the later phases, when my team usually arrives and takes samples from those selected farms, we analyze the yield of is it up par. Yes, first time we got an increase of 90, we targeted 95%. Then in upcoming season, there the 50% inclusion of these organic fertilizers along with the traditional fertilizers. And yes, the main and the important feature, that is the economic prosperity, is not harmed using this method. So in the upcoming season, we will again analyze the soil and see is there any issues related to the yield, because yes, at this stage we are at the ground yields study, and the data shows that the yield will cross more than the 100% which we are taking from those traditional notorious chemical fertilizer, which is degrading our soil, environment, water and our health also. So this is a very beautiful stage, I should say. So according to this model, after 1 or 2 consecutive repetition of the same strategy, we are able to introduce, I'm very happy to announce this, in horticulture crops, about 85% of the traditional chemical fertilizers can be directly replaced by the new organic fertilizers. And in case of cereal, this data strikes to the 60%. This same strategy will apply to the potassium. So MOP can be similarly replaced, or I should say substituted, with the PDM. So yes, the soil organic carbon, which is the main issue, is also be increased day by day and subsequently with the year by year. So the monitoring targets also requires soil organic carbon, nutrients, and the yield is at this stage it is approximately 95%, and this stage at 100%. So what we get an extra is this: our soil health is improved. We are not prone to some notorious seasonal diseases. Our soil health is increased. Our soil health is improved, and the notorious carbon which is spreading everywhere is got to where it should be. That is deeper down in its sink than the plants. So I have analyzed all these recent trendings, recent data, and created these comprehensive strategies. Also try to include some marketing concepts into, so that I can easily convince the rural farmers to adopt this organic chemical into their farmland, so that the soil prosperity and health can easily be improved. And at last I can proudly say that mitti ki jaan, kisan ki shaan. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually, Varun, very good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
And very elaborated. And content-wise, it is very nice presentation, and definitely it will impact the society if it is penetrated down the line.
Thank you, sir.
It is very good presentation. Here, I would like to know one thing, that at one point of presentation you mentioned the soil ambulance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is, I think that this is a very good idea, and you mentioned it over here, because we need to provide the knowledge to the farmers, especially on the soil part.
Yes, sir.
And use of organic fertilizer, organic component in the soil in particular areas, in their areas. Here in another side you use the sustainable agriculture.
Yes, sir.
By using the organic fertilizer, it is one component to moves us to the sustainability.
Yes, sir.
What are the other component can be added with the use of organic fertilizer, so that we can achieve the goal easily and quickly?
Yes, sir. So, sir, adding to your, supporting your points, this is a soil ambulance which I have included. It is a very innovative way, and I have also provided 3-way advisory services. And coming to the next question, apart from the increasing use of this phased increasing of the organic fertilizer, some innovative, sustainable agronomic practices should be applied. For example, the first one is the zero tillage. We don't need to disturb the soil, because every time we dig up the soil, it got exposed to the environment, and the lot of the elements got exposed to the harmful radioactive radiations of the sun, and the whole chemistry of the soil is disturbed. The second one is the mulching. concept of organic mulching is we would like to include here. Suppose if you have harvested one crop, we don't need to burn or slash that. We can easily put on the soil and cover it with some. We can easily put it on the soil, and we can also mix them with the biochar, and we can easily sprinkle some fast, short duration crops or some legumes, and we can also use them as a green manure also, so that there will be a source of sometimes can be additional income. For some seasonal vegetables can be grown in it, because as we all know that the vegetable requires a very short time upon the ROI is very high. Only in the 2 months it can give our ready to produce sale. So the third one, the fourth and the last one is the use of the happy seeder like machinery directly on the farm without disturbing the soil cover. We can easily incorporate seed of our next growing season.
As I observe, especially in the farmers field, most of the farmers in the era of 70 or 80 or up to 90, they were using the Sasbania and the SNIAM for adding to add the organic component in the soil.
Yes,
These two crops were very important and major crops.
Yes,
To use the organic carbon or organic component in the soil. But nowadays these crops are not visualized anywhere in the farmers field.
Yes,
What happened? Is there any shift to other crop, or they are using some other crop for adding organic carbon in the soil? Especially I am talking two crops, that is sunhemp and sasbania.
So in spite of sunhemp, what other crops can be used to increase the soil organic carbon content?
Yeah. Because now these two crops have been disappeared. Very hardly we are seeing these two crops. Earlier these crops were very prominent to use the soil organic carbon in the soil, and especially farmers, especially in the rainy season, they use these crops.
So relating to my personal context, sir, I have did a survey in the villages of the Sirsa district. What I have found that the Sirsa district majorly rice feed system is done. Farmer, whenever he just harvests one crop and plants another crop, doesn't give the soil time to the soil. So what we do, we introduce them some leguminous crops. We give them some varieties that will grow very fast. So whenever the first crop is harvested, they directly sow the seed of that crop, and they can easily monitor. For example, those varieties of the especially mung are used. They can be used even as green manure, and even if everything is good, they can also take them from good harvest also. So substituting or adding these small, very short time crops in between some different in between this extensive agriculture system can easily be a very good alternative in spite of using the Sasbania and sunhemp, because of the leguminous bacteria, not only carbon, they are also adding nitrogen into it soil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice presentation, Varun.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
just want to ask one question. You said that you will choose the champion farmers. Can you elaborate how you will identify those farmers?
Ma'am, I have also edited the data about it. I have did the survey. I take the data from the APEDA. What I found that there are Sikkim is 100% organic, but what I have added is Gujarat and the Maharashtra region. Why? Because area under organic production is much larger as compared to that Sikkim. So what I plan, I go to there and I meet some progressive farmers. I will initially target some progressive farmers which are already doing organic production or want to shift to the organic production. So we go to those farmers and we try to influence them and get to know about the importance of the organic farming. We train them, introduce the skill of storytelling, so that peer learning will happen. And this model is this is a two-way cycling model. Means according to the ADA approach, I created this model that at the last stage, which is the customer satisfaction stage of the customer acquisition, once I am able to convince that targeted farmer, he will surely act as an advocate for me and go to other farmers of his villages and support my scheme, support my app, support my idea. In this way, I would like to create a chain by chain, like a chain reaction in which I came in contact with the major progressive farmers of that area. And apart from this, this is a two-way dashboard. First one is created for the farmers. It is all about their soil health status. But the another one, I should say, a smart one, is for the corporate side. Whenever a new farmer got registered into it, it creates a pop-up, and the data will be updated accordingly. And there also a very crucial and critical data related to the soil organic carbon status, because in the future aspects we are planning to trade those carbon credits into the international markets, as recently Varaha sell about 1 lakh carbon credits to the Google. So that's the model I am trying to update related to the current happenings in the market, and try to acquire more and more targeted customer, specifically which I can target them and convert them into loyal customers. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, Varun, for such a wonderful presentation. As we conclude today's competition, let us appreciate the courage, determination, and leadership qualities shown by all the participants.
Each one of you has embodied the true spirit of the Saksham, the Best Manager competition, and make this competition a huge success.
On behalf of AGROVON 2K25 and our sponsor NAFED, we thank our jury members, participants, and our enthusiastic audience. Thank you everyone, and let us keep the energy alive for the rest of the day.
Now, I would like to request Mr. Sujan Axel to present a token of love to Dr. S.R. Singh. Now, I would request Ms. Anmagala Pujita ma'am to present a token of love to Mr. Shailendra Pachal sir. Now, I will request Ms. Munia Nirmal ma'am to present a token of love to Dr. Sonali Katosh ma'am. Thank you, participants. Now there will be a break of half an hour.
काला क्या दिख रहा है आपको? तो हेड ब्लर दिख रहा है, ब्लर दिख रहा है। मैं तो पहुंच भी नहीं पा रही, गिरा मत दियो, देने पड़ जाएंगे 2.5 लाख।
all to the final round of the flagship event of AGROVON 2K25 here at C.C.S NIAM.
We are truly delighted to tell you all here that this competition has got over 2,500 registrations from top institutes across the country.
And today we have our 4 team finalists battling it out for the ultimate prize in the entrepreneurial showdown, proudly sponsored by Paradeep Phosphates Ltd. Paradeep Phosphates Ltd is a key player in the Indian fertilizer industry with strong pan-India distribution network that caters to millions of farmers. It is one of the largest private sector manufacturers of phosphatic fertilizers in India.
We are deeply honored to be joined by a distinguished panel of jury members from Adventz Group whose insights and experience add great value to this competition. Let me take a moment to introduce them. Mr. Vinod Kumar Singh, Zonal Head, Sales and Marketing. Mr. Satish R, Joint General Manager. Mr. Devashi Patil, Manager, Human Resources. Thank you everyone for gracing this event with your presence. Now, I would like to call Dr. Sonali Katuj ma'am, Research Officer at C.C.S NIAM, to present a token of love to Mr. Vinod Kumar Singh sir. Now, I would request Dr. Shailendra Pachar, Research Officer at C.C.S NIAM, to present a token of love to Mr. Satish R, Joint General Manager, sir. Now, I request Dr. Sonali Katuj ma'am to present a token of love to Mr. Devashi Palit. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Let us now quickly walk you through the rules and format of this final round. Each team will get total 20 minutes, which includes 15 minutes for their presentation and 5 minutes for question and answer round with the jury. A caution bell will ring at the 12-minute mark. Team should aim to wrap up their presentation within the next 3 minutes. Exceeding the time limit may attract penalties. Now, I will call our first team, Team Chanakya from Manage Hyderabad.
Good morning everyone. We are the team Chanakya from the Manage. Myself Ravla Sapika and my teammate Inpaguptika Ashrita. We are here to present about our big plan, that is poultry Mitras, producing affordable and nutritious poultry feed from the banana soda stem. First of all, coming to the problem statement, in recent times we are seeing that the major problem is the increase in the price of the poultry feed. So our big plan majorly focuses on the poultry feed prices. We are producing the poultry feed from the banana soda stem, and also we are generating the wealth from the agricultural waste. And we are also increasing the subsidy income for the farmers. Coming to how, initially we are creating the awareness to the farmers and we are directly tying up with the farmers and also the FPOs. Then we are collecting the raw material from the farmers directly. Then we are cleaning, drying and processing the techniques in order to produce the poultry feed. Coming to the target market. India is the top country in terms of banana production, and the Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and the Karnataka the top 5 states in terms of the banana production. And when we see the poultry inventory also, Tamil Nadu is a state where there is the highest increase in the poultry inventory. So initially for the pilot project, we are taking the Tamil Nadu as our target market. Of this Tamil Nadu, those are the 5 districts where we are targeting the first. Coming to the marketing mix, our product can be used as a starter feed and also the finisher feed. And the price, initially we are the new players in the market. Initially we are using the penetrative pricing. Then according to the market conditions, we can also use the dynamic pricing. Coming to the place, as we have already discussed, Tamil Nadu is a place we are targeting initially. Next is the promotion. Majorly we are focusing the rural areas. So we are going up with the print media and also the Kisan Melas, which are majorly most effective. Then additionally we can also use the digital marketing also in addition to it. So initially when we have to establish an industry, we can take the loans from the various government schemes. And out of this, for example, we have taken Mudra, National Rural Livelihood Mission and also the Small Industries Development Bank. So coming to the raw material prices, there are other major players in the industry, like our competitors like Jaffa, Godrej Agrovon and also the Sugima. Their raw material price was approximately 30 rupees to 29 rupees and their product contains 80 to 90% of the components which consist of maize and the wheat bran. So here our poultry mitras, we are replacing them with the banana pseudostem and also the soybean meal, which is at less cost. So our raw material cost was approximately 25 rupees per kg. And in addition to it, we are adding the packaging prices, maintenance and other all. The raw material cost comes up to the 30 rupees. And with a profit margin of the 5 rupees, we are selling our product at the 35 rupees per kg. So here, when compared to the other competitors, we are replacing the raw materials by 40 to 50% and also we are reducing the cost by 30 to 40%.
So after getting into the idea, so to make that idea into a sustainable and profitable business, we have to do a market analysis. That market analysis, if we do the competitive advantage in the pricing, 50 kg prices are this, Jaffa and Suguna, Godrej Agrovon and Poultry Mitras. These are our competitors. If we see our pricing for 50 kg bag, 2250 is the price for Jaffa and Suguna is keeping price at 2020 and Godrej Agrovon is keeping price at 2450 and our Poultry Mitras keeping price at 1750, which previously we discussed our sales price per kg is 35 rupees. So for 50 kg bag it is 1750 for us. For competitors like Jaffa, Suguna, Godrej, their selling price per kg is around 50 to 60 kg. Then coming to the market share of animal feed, why we took only the poultry feed rather than the cattle feed and aqua feed. If you see the contribution, poultry feed consists around 60%, next to the cattle feed 30%, next aqua feed 10%. If you see the Indian states with the highest poultry industry in the millions, Tamil Nadu, as we previously discussed, our target market is Tamil Nadu because as it has the poultry inventory, nothing but number of poultry in a count. And also Tamil Nadu is the highest production in the banana pseudostem also. Then if we come to the STP analysis, segmentation, targeting and positioning, our segmentation states are Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. In that segmentation, we can't target every farmer. So our target farmer is mainly poultry farms which ranges from small scale to large scale. Coming to the positioning, our positioning statement is nothing but keeping brand recall in the minds of the farmers. So our tagline idea for the positioning in the minds of the consumer, nothing but the farmer, is turning waste into the wealth for the farmers and positioning as the nutritious feed at a very affordable price. That changes banana wastes into the values that reduces the feed cost for the farmers. Then coming after positioning the brands in the minds of the consumer, next is the communication mix, how to reach to the consumer. So these are the 360 degrees omni-channel presentation to reach the customer. If we see the regional newspaper, we can present that in the regional languages like Telugu, Kannada, Tamil to make the awareness for the farmers. And Radio Media Village and also the Agri program. If we see the DD Kisan is a program that have the highest farmers viewership. So if we present our advertisement in this program, we can directly have the great number of farmers. And also the YouTube. If we see in a YouTube, if we keep 2 minutes any testimonial video or the success video, so that farmer can able to, word of mouth is the main thing in the farmers. If one farmer can able to convert our poultry feed, more than thousands of farmers can able to adopt our poultry feed. Next, KVKs. If KVKs will use the advertisement for the awareness, it is very benefit for us, and also farmers easily get the awareness. If you see the perpetual map, it is mainly deals with the quality and the price. If you see the horizontal, it is the low price to high price, and also the quality, high quality, low quality. Our competitors like Jaffa, Sugna and Godrej Activate, they are keeping at a high price with high quality. But our main is medium to high quality with the medium to low quality with the low price. And this is the feasibility. Without feasibility, we can't go for the business plan. So our main feasibility is technical feasibility, economical feasibility, and also the environmental feasibility. Coming to the technical feasibility, already we have an established methods for the processing plant to convert our byproduct into a soluble fiber enriched to poultry feed, so that it can reduce the cost to the farmer by 30 to 40%. If you see economical feasibility, cost of the raw material is also very less, because we are generating from the banana waste. Then scalability mainly depending upon the demand. If you see the economical feasibility, we are giving employment for the rural youth through the training programs, and also environmental feasibility. Government initiatives of the mission life, government initiative of mission life for the environment, and that directly we are having a sustainability. And if you see our value proposition, mainly 3 value propositions: profit, people, and planet. Profit for the farmers, people generating the employment for the people, and planet. If we balance the human development and also the environmental protection, that leads to the panel sustainability. If you see the streamline process, first we'll collect the raw material. Next, from collecting the raw material, we'll test the toxicity in that. Next, grinding the raw material into the 1 mm size. Next, mixing that 1 mm grind with the molasses up to 10 to 12%, that increases the pelletability. Treating that feed with the pelleting of 2 mm. Before pelleting, we can steam that into 70 to 80 degrees. Then before that, temperature and binding of the pellet is tested before filling and packaging. This is the whole financial aspects. If we see the total sales, this is our total production, 2,40,000 MT per year. As we all know that 100% utilizations cannot be done in the first year. So 70% capacity utilization can be done in the first year, that is 1,68,000. Our sales price is 35 rupees. If you multiply 1,68,000 with 35, we'll get the total sales as 62.34 crores. And also, if it is a raw material consumption, our raw material price is 25 rupees per kg. If our capacity utilization in the first year is 70%, that is 1,68,000. If you multiply 1,60,000 with 25 rupees, then we'll get the raw material consumption as 46. Here what I can say is sales is 62.34 and raw material consumption is 46. And if you see electricity expenses, our electricity expenses plant runs for 8 hours per day. That is 300 days per year, total 2,400 hours per year. So to run this 2,400 hours, we need 100 kilowatt of electricity. So that it is total 2,40,000 kilowatt per hour electricity is needed. In India, mostly the cost for kilowatt per hour is 7 rupees. So if you multiply 2,40,000 kilowatt into 7, we'll get 1.7. And 1.5 expense electricity in the first year. Same as calculated for the second, third and fourth year also. Repair and maintenance charges. As in the first years, we will not get much repair and maintenance charges. So that if you see the repair and maintenance charges in the standardized value, it is 1% of the gross value. That is 1% of the gross sales is 70.53 crores, 0.75 crore. 0.75 crore. And if you see the labor and charges, that is a breakdown. Operators, helpers, loaders, maintenance, so that we'll get total cost for 3 rupees for the labor and charges. And if you see the consumables and expenses, there is a standardization value for the consumers and other expenses is 2 to 3% of the total raw material cost. So this is total our consumables and other expenses is 1.25. So from this our total cost of production is 53.22. We have to add the opening stock and we have to subtract the closing stock. Opening stock is already that production is done in the last year, but the sales is done in this year. So we have to add that adding stock. Closing stock, the produce is produced in this year, but we are not selling that in this year. We are selling that in second year. So that we have to subtract that from the cost of production. So the total cost of sales is 50 crores. Then the gross profit is subtracting A minus B. That that we calculated first, second, third year, subsequent years. Salary for the staff. As previously we mentioned salary for the laborers. If you see the salary for the staff, that includes supervisors, admins, stores, clerk, electricity. If you see the breakdown for salaries and wages, it will become 2.64 crores. 2.64 crores for the first year. Then selling and administrative expenses. This is also have a standardization. Selling and administrative expenses is nothing but the 1% of the total sales turnover. That is 62.34 crores. 1% of this is 0.6765 crores. That is our total selling and administrative expenses. If we total add D plus E plus F, that is 4.5 crore. If you see the net profit, we have to subtract the gross profit from those all. 11.74 minus 4.05, we will get net profit as 7.69 crore. Then taxation, the profit before tax and profit after tax. Profit after tax for the year comes under 7.69 crore. If you see the ROI formula is total net profit by total cost. Net profit is a 7.69 crore and our total cost is 50.6 crore. So we'll get ROI as 15.2% in the first year. Then if we see our fixed cost and variable cost components, these are the fixed cost components like bank interest, salaries to staffs, etc. and variable costs are raw material electricity. If you see the fixed cost, it is 8.83 crore. The selling price is 35 rupees. And if you see BC benefit cost ratio, the formula is total cost by total benefits by total cost. That is 62 crore divided by 50. That will get benefit cost ratio as 1.2. So this is our whole conclusion slide. Our total cost for this project is around 50 crore. In that, fixed cost is 8.83 crore and the variable cost is 41.77 crore. And if you see the sales in the first year, that is 62.34 crore. Total cost 50, variable cost 44, fixed cost, total cost minus variable cost, that is 8.83. Net profit is total sales minus total cost, that is 7.69 crore. If you see the BEP, break-even point, that is the fixed cost divided by 1 minus variable cost by sales. If we do we are getting BEP at 33 point of sales. If we get 20.57 also, we will get the break-even point. Then BC ratio 1.23, ROI 15.2%. This is the whole summary. Thank you.
Nice idea. That's the idea. I think to make waste into some good use. But how you have come across with this idea? ऐसा दिमाग में क्यों आया कि that can be used as a poultry feed? Whether farmer are using it?
No, farmer is not used. So farmer is using the poultry feed with the high feed cost. So the main aim of us is to reduce the feed cost, so that farmer can able to have the more ROI.
Where from you get the idea that this banana pseudostem can be used as a poultry feed?
So presently, when we see in today's market conditions, the poultry feed prices are very much increasing, and we are also importing from the other countries. So we have thought, why not from the agricultural waste? So with that, we have shortlisted like banana pseudostem.
What are the nutrients found?
Sir, also it have the soluble nutrients, sir, so that it will be used for the poultry feed.
Like what?
Soluble nutrients like nitrogen. So many soluble nutrients are there, so that it is easily can converted into the feed.
Only for nitrogen you are using that pseudostem. Yeah, any other thing?
So not exactly nitrogen, calcium. So many are there.
So majorly banana pseudostem, it consists of natural fibers. So it is very essential for the poultry also.
So other poultry feed manufacturers, what they are using?
They are using maize. Sir,
so presently they are using the maize and
you are not going to use those things, maize and wheat, yeah, other manufacturing this, using this banana pseudostem, others?
So these are the components that others used, mainly maize, wheat bran.
Okay. I understood soya bean, dried grains and groundnut meal. But while using this banana pseudostem, you are not going to use these things?
So we are using the same thing, sir, but we are majorly replacing the wheat and the wheat and the maize with replacing them with our banana pseudostem and the soya bean.
Yeah, 2-3 nutrient is getting replaced with banana seed stem or not?
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
are replacing, but at a lesser cost.
Lesser cost. If you see the maize, it is 11.5 rupee. If you see 450 grams of banana pseudostem, it is 2 rupees, as it is the agriculture waste.
Why other manufacturers are not thinking in that direction?
So maybe one of the reasons can be they don't want to take the risk, because if we take this plan, we are having the first mover advantage. So, but initially it will take time in order to adapt to the farmers. Maybe it is one of the reasons.
Is there any side effect or any nutrients going to may impact their health with that banana seed stem?
So any other nutrient that
Any other nutrient, any metal, anything which may harm poultry?
No sir, no, nothing nutrients or like that. Because initially only we are collecting the raw material and we are cleaning, drying and palletizing it. So there is already a preferred process for it.
How you have just mentioned that 79% is the raw material cost, yeah? In this slide you are mentioning that 79% is raw material cost, huh? Below this, that graph you are representing feed.
around 80%. Around 80% is the raw material cost, sir.
And then 12% is up to
Groundnut, meal.
Groundnut meal.
that is also a raw material. 79% we are going to replace with this banana feed.
Yes sir, so both banana and soybean.
Rest will be same.
Yes sir, rest will be same, but grams, like the content we are taking was different.
So overall, it's a good idea. I think, but you have to, I think, explore others from the feed, how nutritionally it is better from them. And you have said somewhere, I think quality is something at par or below them now.
So whether it contains same nutritional value for all the competitors and yours, or any difference is there?
Sir?
So, no sir, same nutrition.
Same
Nutrition capacity is same with lesser cost.
With lesser cost.
Yes sir.
So you have compared the
You
nutritional
have
value.
mentioned either at par, either some quality is mediocre, I think.
Sir, as we mentioned perpetual map by taking the price and quality, as our competitors is providing at a high quality, high price, we are providing with the high quality with low price.
High quality.
With low price.
So usually in farmer perceptions or any perceptions, no, if you give any products, new products with lesser price, they will be thinking that it's low quality.
Sir, but
see, you can compare any branded like branded shirts or branded anything. They will be in higher price. So what is your unique like maybe selling points to convince farmers? No, this is without with lesser price also it will be having a good value or good
So
quality.
we are not only focusing just on the poultry feed, we are also focusing on generating the wealth from the agriculture waste, and we are also providing the employment. And also it is an additional benefit for the farmers who are growing the banana also.
it is like a circular economy.
It is an additional employment and additional income for them also. Yes,
sir.
Sir, actually our admin block in our college was Krishi Jagran Pvt.
So we kept that as a channel. Yes. About to. It's about to come, sir. Few days.
So why the presentation is in the red color?
Poultry feed.
So it should be red.
No, sir, just for looking attractive we have taken.
Just a small advice, don't use red in the presentations when you're putting up business figures. Red means negative.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Sir, it has bit meaning as poultry, hens, and all that. It is a non-veg, so we're presenting that in a red color.
Fine, but
that could be in the product
Yes,
packaging, not in presentation. While you're presenting a business presentation, so let us take a negative factor.
Sure.
And one more, like we have selected Tamil Nadu one because it's having a huge potential.
Huge potential of both inventory count and also higher producing of the bananas.
So maybe why can't you think like it's already saturated market?
Sir, other states also we.
That also you can, opportunity is there, no other states.
Sir, it's not. Sir, actually we mentioned other states also.
Other
Which,
state. But your first priority will be on Tamil Nadu.
First is Tamil Nadu, then see sir, it is Tamil Nadu, then Andhra, then Telangana. This is the highest poultry inventory. Nothing but more poultry number. Next, if you see this, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu have the highest banana production. So first is Tamil Nadu, next Andhra, Maharashtra, Karnataka.
So we have taken here a state where both the banana production is high demand and also the poultry is also very high demand. So in that case, we have shortlisted Tamil Nadu as a first pilot project.
So one of the slides you show us that the first year production can use in the second year also, right? First year production, the inventory.
Sir, 100% this sir, 100% utilization of the plant cannot be done in the first year.
Understood. So my question is that what is the shelf life of this product? Is it carrying that much of shelf life when you can use it in the second year also?
Okay, sir, you're talking about that open stock and closing stock. As we produce
Shelf life.
Expiry.
Expiry date.
So here, usually during the processing, we are adding the additives. So that we can use the shelf life like approximately it was 12 to 13 months.
so that if produce got produced in previous year also, we can sell that in the next year. That will be added in the opening stock. So we have to check whether that produced in the June or January based upon that.
Has shelf life of 13 months, it will be sold within 2-3 months. That's what you want to say.
Yes.
And one more thing, the plant is working in 8 hours.
Yes.
Why not more than 8 hours?
Sir, we took it as a general, sir, as we...
Sir, we have taken it as a labor working hours. Usually 8 hours was the minimum.
You can have 3 shifts also, no? 2 shifts. 3 shifts.
But we took generalized as a 8 hours, sir. Based upon the other plants, we took it as a general 8 hours working.
Okay.
You can maximize the output from fixed asset, having 3 safety. But that kind of idea you should be thinking. कैसे हम उनका फिक्स असेट है फैक्ट्री है जो भी है उसको कैसे मैक्सिमाइज कर सकते हैं आउटपुट कैसे मैक्सिमाइज कर सकते हैं हमारे ओवरऑल कास्ट कम एंड दैट्स वे ही इज सेइंग या तो 8 आवर की क्यों चला रहा है ठीक है 8 आवर इज द वर्किंग आवर्स बट there should be other persons who can be hired for other 8 hours.
Sir, if we increase this 8 hours, then whole thing will increase, like production increase, like that sales also will try to increase, so that it will affect overall profit also.
Yeah. Right, but nowhere you show us that what would be the manpower, how many count would be there?
There's labor.
Also, you can increase the labor also, right?
Yes, sir. There is a chance we can increase
would be certain numbers. Second year, as per the production, as per the profit, you can increase the labor and the...
Same, sir. If we increase the labor, automatically production increase. That results in increasing the sales. Directly affects the profit also.
What's your good name?
Ashrita, sir.
Ashrita. So good presentation and good idea. I have some suggestions. I think while presenting a PPT, too much of content on one slide makes us difficult to understand. I think इतना सारा कंटेंट एक ही जगह पर देखते हो बहुत छोटा दिखाई दे रहा है समझ में आप lesser content plus presentation जब भी कर रहे हो too much color is also making difficult to
So presentation can be improved. The color combination and the projection of the screen, that can be improved, right?
Sure, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Chanakya. It was a great presentation. Next, I will invite Team Vijaypat from C.C.S NIAM, Jaipur.
Hey Anjana, did you have the strawberries I gave you the other day?
No, yeah, it all got spoiled. How long a strawberry can stay fresh?
We've all faced this problem of spoilage of fruits and vegetables, and we are here to mitigate that. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Varun Upadhyay.
I am Anjana,
And we are Team Vijaypat, presenting our idea, Mellow Life, in front of you.
with a vision to be the pioneer to set a sustainable solution for post-harvest losses. We are coming forward an eco-friendly and science-backed solution, which is melatonin. As we all know, melatonin is a hormone present in human body as a circadian rhythm controller. But what is doing in the plants? In plants, it acts as an antioxidant which controls the free radical molecules which focuses on the degeneration of the cells. Here, our products are melatonin-infused patches based on the silk microneedle technology, melatonin sprays and dips. Our USPs are eco-friendly and safe. The biodegradable
Injury, and the main proposition we are proposing here is the increment in shelf life with our melatonin-infused solutions. The annual post-harvest loss, according to NAPCON's data, in vegetables is around 4.87 to 11.61%, and in fruits it is around 6.02 to 15.05%. And what differentiates from the existing ethylene absorbents and other solutions of post-harvest mitigation is that we leave no harmful residue. We are completely biodegradable, and we leave no chilling injury. That is a major problem in cold chains. And we have a completely untapped market because there is no such product existing in the market that uses melatonin for post-harvest loss mitigation. The factors that mostly affect post-harvest losses are climate and weather conditions. It is market situation, disease that we are going to address through our melatonin-based solutions.
Here, we are depicting the post-harvest losses based on the different zones of India. And based on the research of Indian Institute of Research Institute, Dr. P.K. Rajkumar sir, the research paper has submitted with different fruits and vegetables with the exogenous application of melatonin and analyzed the report of shelf life increasing to the different folds. And MIT have released a research paper based on the researches that undergone in pak choi, the application of patches. These results have been compared, and we can see that the clear discrimination and increase in the days of shelf life to 2 to 5 folds.
Now you would be puzzled what we are talking about. What is melatonin? What are silk microneedles? Let me break it down for you. So, mode of action of exogenous melatonin application goes like, it increases the plant hormones like jasmonic acid and salicylic acid when infused into fruits and vegetables. It also increases the antioxidant activities of catalase, peroxidase like enzymes, and it also enhances the endogenous melatonin that is already present in nano quantities in fruits and vegetables. It also increases the pathogen response, decreasing the incidence of diseases into fruits and vegetables, and the elimination of reactive oxygen species enzymes, which is the major cause of chilling injury in cold storages. Reactive oxygen species enzymes also cause liquid peroxidation, which is the main cause of post-harvest spoilage that will eventually increase the extended shelf life for fruits and vegetables. Let me walk you through the multifaceted usage of melatonin. The main proposition we are using is increment in shelf life. Other than that, as an antioxidant, it is going to increase the fruit quality, delay the senescence, delay the post-harvest physiological damage, and prevent chilling injury. How it prevents the chilling injury in cold storages? When fruits and vegetables are kept at low temperature,
it increases the reactive oxygen species enzymatic activity. Our melatonin alleviates that activity of reactive oxygen species enzymes and increases the antioxidant activity within the fruits and vegetables, so that it protects the product from chilling injury and extends the shelf life. So what are silk microneedles? According to a research at MIT in May 2025, when silk microneedles were infused with melatonin and attached to fruits and vegetables, it increased the absorption rate within the fruits and vegetables by directly infusing the melatonin into the vascular bundles in fruits and vegetables, increasing the absorption rate from the existing conventional sprays and dips.
So let me break down the composition of our product. The major active ingredient, which is melatonin 50 milligrams per liter, and citric acid, which protect from the breakdown of melatonin in higher temperature, and the chitosan, which is a film forming agent which will create a form of film around the producers in the application, and glycerol, which will be forming as an adhesive, which will help in the more absorption in the produce. And the process will be gathering the dry and wet ingredients, mixing them thoroughly, filtering them and packaging in a proper way. The expected sales from our 3 SKUs, the 50% of the sales from patches and 30% from sprays and 20% from dips.
Coming to segmentation, we are mostly focusing on agri-exporters, agri-cooperatives, and FPOs, and we are going to target perishable horticultural belts in India. We are going to target premium horticulture producers, and we will position our brand as a high innovation but premium use product that uses melatonin to enhance the shelf life.
The marketing mix of 7 P's we are putting forward is the product, which is biodegradable, residue free, and the price in an affordable range. We are giving in 10 rupees per 100 ml for sprays and dips, and the premium patches will be 1.6 rupees per patch. And the place we are keeping is warehouse organizations, direct chains where the person-to-person approach will be there, and retail chains and e-commerce platforms. The promotion we are focusing on is sustainability-based promotion and the below-the-chain marketing strategy. The people we are focusing are the FPO leaders, farmers, research and development scientists, and the market intermediaries. The process of novel silk technology and microneedle technology and the ease of application of sprays and dip for the scaling. The physical evidence through the lab reports and trials will demonstrate in field trials and the zero wastage eco packaging. Coming to the pestle analysis, where we analyze the macro-environmental factors that affect our business, the political aspect of government support through policies under MEDIA-E-NIAM and National Horticultural Board, and the economic factors like the farmers is losing major part of their produce in the post-harvest, and which create a strong market pull, and the social factors like the consumer preferring residue-free produce from the market, and the technological aspect of cold chain infrastructure in demand, and the environmental factors like patentable melatonin microsilk needle, and the certification aspect, as the melatonin is already existing in the pharmaceutical company, the certification have given by the US organization Pharmacopoeia.
Coming to the SWOT analysis of a brand, our major strength is a completely untapped market, and we are going to utilize that as a first mover advantage into this segment. And we provide eco-friendly and totally biodegradable solutions in the segment of post-harvest loss mitigation. Our key weaknesses could be farmer awareness gaps, as it is a completely new product, and we are going to mitigate that through collaborations and bridging farmer awareness gaps with focused training and extension partnerships. Our opportunities are the need to curb post-harvest losses in India, as it is at a huge scale right now. We can position our solution as an essential enabler of global quality. The major threats we are going to face is adoption resistance, so we are going to mitigate through patent protection and making collaborations with FPOs and major exporters.
Coming to the marketing strategies, the marketing channel, our competitors in the market are adopting directly from the manufacturers to the pack houses, cold storage operators and institutional buyers, followed by retail chains and traders. The marketing strategies we are adopting, since we are the pioneers in the industry, the education and the trust building is our most priority. And moving to the awareness and distribution and ensuring the strategic partnership with exporters and with branding and differentiation and research-based collaboration with agricultural universities and KVKs. The distribution channel that usually the competitors are following are through the manufacturers to the regional distributors to the retailers and to the farmers. What Melolife is putting forward, Melolife to the distributors and directly to the exporters and our customers. The go-to strategy of our Melolife is innovation and brand creation. Being the pioneers, we have to create a brand awareness among the consumers in the market. So the first, we'll give more focus on the research and development and the regulatory complaints. And coming to the market and channel development and distribution, we'll be taking priority of the strategic partnership with FPOs, logistic providers, and the institutional integration, which is of importance, very good importance for us in the collaboration with the export houses and return of investments by the usage and the implementing the reducing wastage. And the farmer engagement and adoption is our last but not least priority because they are our end consumers. Coming to the roadmap of our project, the brand positioning. We'll be positioning our brand in the market in a way which will be creating awareness and trust in the market. And implementation of pilot projects for the increasing trust building and enhancing our market, and through that the strategic partnership with marketing mix, distribution channel and roadmap for the export. And from claiming our sustainability commitment to the reach of the global market by stating our importance in this global market.
Coming to the financial breakdown, we are going to incur around 1.3 crores as a fixed cost, including the equipment purchases, infrastructure and setup cost and R&D. And the total variable cost we are going to incur per patch is around 0.8 rupees. And the total variable cost we are going to incur for sprays of 100 ml is around 6 rupees, and for dips of 1 liter it's around 7 rupees. Making the contribution margin around 0.8 rupees for patches, for sprays it's around 4 rupees, and for dips it's around 5 rupees.
Breaking down the BC ratio, with a net benefit of 2.9 in the first year, we'll be reaching 1.62 as BC ratio in the first year. In the second and third year, in the consecutive years, we'll be reaching 1.63 as the BC ratio, indicating the financial feasibility of our business. And the discount factor of 12%, we'll be reaching in the first 3 years NPV as positive 12.329 crores. With a fixed cost of 1.3 crores and weighted average contribution of 2.6 per unit, if we are the estimated and expected sales of the first year of 12 lakhs unit sales, and we'll be reaching our break even by selling 42% of our units, which is 5 lakh units in the first year itself.
So coming to the means of finance, we are going to target angel investors, bank loans and self-financing. And for future outlook, we are going to establish a market first, a strong market positioning to build trust, and then we are going to build our sustainability commitment and focus on increasing market outreach for expanding into global markets. So let's come together and mitigate the problem of post-harvest losses in India and increase the shelf life. Thank you. We are open for questions.
Yes, sir.
Well done. Well done. I think good job done. So it's a good idea. Where from you are getting this melatonin?
Melatonin, sir.
Melatonin.
Sir, it's already used in pharma industry. It's easily available on India Mart also. We are going to procure it from already existing players in pharma first as a pilot basis, and we are going to procure it on request for quotation basis. Yes, sir. It's already used on humans, and it is certified by US Pharmacopoeia for use on humans. So it's.
So there is no harm using this melatonin.
No, sir.
Melatonin, I think in our skin, some
no, sir,
that's like that.
Sir, that's melanin. Melatonin is actually maintaining the circadian rhythm within our body.
So you are procuring from the pharmaceutical industry and using as a post-harvest
loss mitigator.
Nobody is using right now?
No, sir. There has been researches, lab trials.
Somewhere the MIT has done a research.
Yes, sir. Recently in May 2025 they have done a research.
Other industries are not seeing those researches.
Sir, in Indian Indian Agriculture Research Institute, Dr. Rajkumar sir have released the data based on the analysis and the report of different fruits and vegetables in India, and the results are already published.
Quite promising, I think. Losses are quite huge in agriculture. Specifically in vegetable and fruits, you have mentioned rightly. So, product is good. Have you seen somewhere if someone has done in normal conditions here in farmers' warehouses?
Sir, it's not there in the field, but it is there in the lab trials. It has been used and it has shown promising results as mentioned earlier.
So, from you have just got this idea?
Sir, actually, as I mentioned about strawberry, I have faced this situation that spoilage of fruits and vegetables. Then I searched about what is there that can be done in this segment. So I went through various research papers and I came across this idea through them.
You are belong to where?
Sir, I am from Gwalior.
Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. So they do agriculture?
Sir, my family is not in agriculture. But
have you seen there are some losses?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mostly in perishables, vegetables and fruits, the losses are huge.
So it can be used at households?
Yes, sir. Further expanding it, it can be used at houses in future. But now we are positioning it at a pilot basis because there would be certain awareness gaps. We are going to position it first to exporters and FPOs so that there could be more adaptability in future.
Not able to pronounce it rightly. Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Melatonin or melatonin?
Melatonin.
I think it's a good idea, but have you contacted any farmers like before going for this project?
Sir, I have not contacted farmers, but we know that this is a major problem, that post-harvest losses and spoilage. We have gone through several data about post-harvest losses in India.
Because why I am asking now, so nowadays farmer acceptance for new technology and all, it's very less. So whether done any research or survey like that for post-harvest losses and all with farmers?
Sir, I have not done surveys, but first we are not targeting farmers directly, that's why. Because there would be awareness gap, there would be risk of adoption risk. So we are targeting first the segments of exporters and FPOs so that they can understand what it actually means. We can position it to them. Then it could be expanded to further scale.
And even in our marketing strategy, the trust building and creating awareness is our initial step. Our major priority we are focusing on is the trust building and awareness.
So you said for 100 ml 10 rupees.
Yes, sir.
100 ml packet 10 rupees.
Sprays. Yes.
That's in sachet it will come or
Sir, what? Yes, sir. Sticker, sprays and tips.
Per 100 ml, sir.
10 rupees per 100 ml of sprays.
Per 100 ml of sprays is okay, but it can be used how much quantity of fruits and vegetables?
Sir, when it was used by Dr. B.K. Rajkumar Singh, it was used on 3 to 4 kgs of tomatoes.
100 ml per 4 kgs?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
100 ml will cost 10
Yes.
So why I am asking, no? So packaging cost will be more too. So go for like you have shown no 1 liter packaging at all.
Yes, sir.
So it will cost more than 20-30 rupees. Packaging more. So how you arrive at 10 rupees?
Sir, on scaling basis, the packaging will not cost 20 rupees. That's what I.
Packaging. Are you sure?
Yes. I'll look up to it after.
Just 10 rupees, no? If you want to give in the bottles or something, suggest about, the packaging will be more. So if you maybe 1 liter packaging will be less. If you reduce the quantity sizes of the packaging, it will cost more. Just check that.
Yes, sir. I'll put up.
So packaging would also depend on the warehousing and then distribution.
In case of you are targeting B2B now first time.
Yes, sir.
So I don't think the 100 ml or less than size of packages are required for that kind
For
of.
the pilot projects for the initial penetration to the market, we are giving in the small packages. Yes, sir. Sounds good.
But you cannot sell those things to industry.
Yes.
They may require in bigger quantities, so don't have to pack in smaller quantities. One of the, I think, idea is to do.
Yes, sir.
Go with it.
Because giving samples, then it would be selling the samples?
No, sir. That is on free basis. It's not really only limited to samples. We are going to sell sell them also. That's why we have kept their share in selling lower than patches and tips.
You said there will not be any residual.
No, sir. It's silk micro needles are completely biodegradable as they are made from silk fibroin, and melatonin is a hormone which is there in nano quantities in fruits and vegetables. So it is there only. It will not leave any chemical or harmful residues.
After implementation also, this will be fully utilized for the regeneration of the cells. So it's completely utilized and will not remain any remnants or residues in the fruit.
So since it is a research paper, so some government certification has been done on this for selling this product?
Sir, not really into fruits and vegetables, but it is already used in pharma industry. So pharma certifications are there, but not for usage in fruits and vegetables yet.
Right. So that may be required.
Yes, sir. We'll try and get that.
Basically, where they use this product in pharma.
Sir, in pharma, they mostly use for treatment of this insomnia, sleeplessness, because it maintains the circadian rhythm.
You are trying to maintain the circadian rhythm in plants, in vegetables and fruits.
No, sir, I'm talking about humans. It is used on humans for maintaining the circadian rhythm. On plants, we are going to use it as an antioxidant. It acts as an antioxidant within fruits and vegetables. So it will enhance the quality also, and it will increase the shelf life.
So after use of those products, there will be some side effect or not?
No, sir. We are using very minimal quantity, minuscule quantity. At that level, it will not cause any side effects. It is on the overdosage of melatonin. That side effects are also like headache only. There are no too harmful side effects.
Over the period, if someone is eating that kind of preserved foods with this product, there will be some issues.
Sir, as it is already getting utilized by fruits and vegetables, its quantity goes on decreasing with time. So it will not leave residue to cause any side effects.
A lot of campaigns are going on, we don't use preserved foods. Yeah, whatever it is, kept for a long time. कोई भी ऐसा कोई additive मिला रहे हैं, so we are not going to use those products because they may have some side effects. People don't know what side effects they are going to have. But fears are created that it is used as a medicinal purposes. We are going to use in our food.
Sir, those preservatives are actually like harmful chemicals that have very harmful side effects. This does not have those level of side effects, or it is not a toxin chemical that is injected within it.
It's not an external component. The melatonin is already present. It's a hormone. It's already present in the human body. So there is no chemical residue that is left in the fruit or the produce. So it will be in the hormone form we are consuming. So even in the blockchain, if we are consuming right after the application, it will create some dizziness or headache in us. That also melatonin can stay, and the breakdown time in the human body is like 3 to 4 hours. After 3 to 4 hours, the results will be negligible and this dizziness can be eliminated.
It will be breakdown and it will be destroyed in your body.
Yes, sir, in the human body.
So I think thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing business plan. Now we have next team Sainas from SIBM Nagpur. They will be joining us in the online mode. Team Sainas. Team Sainas. Team Sainas, are you there? Yes, you are audible.
Hello?
Yes.
Team
Sainas, are you there?
Yes. Are we audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. Should we start?
Sure, go ahead.
Good afternoon, esteemed guests. Today, we, Shahnaaz Parveen and Kaustubh Pratihar are from SIBM Nagpur, going to present a strategic framework giving our solutions to the problem of the case. I'll let Kaustubh take over.
So, good afternoon everybody. The problem that we are going to address today is very much prevalent in Indian agricultural market, and that is something of serious concern. But then don't worry, we have a proper roadmap to address it. Now, just imagine that you are a farmer from a remote Himalayan valley, okay, and you cultivate tomato. So last year, what you did, you bought seeds from a local vendor, and then when the harvesting period is near, you find out that your entire harvest is hampered. The reason being you just bought counterfeit seeds, fake seeds, okay. So today, an agricultural cooperative with a 23.6% year-on-year growth is in vegetable seeds stands at a crossroads. It operates in a 3.91 billion I'll just request you to just go to the next slide. Can you just move to the next slide? Thank you. I guess there is some connectivity issues that we are facing. Okay. The slide. Not this one, the previous one. There is there is some lag with the Go to the second slide. Yes, this one. So what the present scenario is that today an agricultural cooperative with a 23.6% year-on-year growth in vegetable seeds stands at in a 4 crores. Okay, it operates in a $3.91 billion market, which is set to reach around 5.95 billion by 2030, and then yet 35% of the profits of the company that are dependent on the subsidies. Okay, and 25% seeds in the market that are fake. So if we address the problems, what the main problems there are basically 3 things. There is growth, there is possibility of the growth, and also growth is happening, but then there is vulnerability. Okay. Also the market size is huge. The market size for seeds is huge, but then there is a huge crisis for counterfeit seeds also. So this problem needs to be addressed. So what we need is a transformation, and for that we have a plan to make a seed cooperative. Like similarly as Amul did, we can also do it for a seed. In case of seed cooperative, where you will get authentic seeds which are not counterfeit, and also what it will do is it will eventually reduce the dependence of government subsidies to the farmers. Now, if you look into the next slide, so India's seed market is booming. Okay, it is around a $740 million market with a 5.5% annual growth rate. Yet, when 25% seeds are fake, that means you can imagine that 25% annual profits that you will get that are hampered. If you look into a case study in 2024, the Telangana authorities have seized 346 tons of counterfeit chili seeds. Now, farmers in years also reported 80% failure of hybrid maize which they were cultivating. The reason only being that they were getting the seeds which were adulterated. Okay. So basically, if we look at if we channelize the problems, can you please go to the next slide? Is this the slide for the operations? I cannot actually see this on slide. Can you go to the next slide? You can post like that. No problem. Operation problems, okay. So basically, if we channelize the problems, there are basically two heads on which we can channelize. First is the operational vulnerability. The operational vulnerability is the one which can be fixed in a relatively shorter period of time, which includes fragmented supply chains. The supply chains are weak. Then weak storage. Okay, weak storage of seeds. If you look the Uttarakhand, the seed providers of Uttarakhand and all, they don't really go for cold storage and all, which kind of reduces the variability of the seeds, the viability of the seeds, and it in turn reduces the productivity also. And also 15 to 20% of spoilage of the seeds occurs in the transport also. And now in the second head, if you go, there is the strategic fragility. The strategic fragility is the long-term problem that we have. That is 35% dependence on subsidies of the government. And also there is a significant lack of brand identity because the market is not organized, it is scattered. So it lacks a brand identity. Like if I just compare it with Amul, like Amul has a brand. What if we have a similar brand for seeds? Okay, and then every farmer trusts that brand and fetches its seeds from there. So we have a proper 3-pillar framework, solution framework for this. Now we will get to learn about the framework from Shenas. Can you please shift to the next slide?
Okay, so first of all, for this case study, we have proposed 2 main recommendations. So the first recommendation was to suggest in implementing a tech-enabled hub-and-spoke supply chain. So this model addresses the core operational vulnerabilities of distribution, infrastructure and monitoring. So first of all, talking about the structure, establishment at a state level or a regional hub which is equipped with modern climate controlled warehousing and quality testing facilities is what we have proposed. These hubs are very important not only to act as a central inventory points, but they will also work as a network chain of local spokes and trusted retailers on small scale distributors in remote areas. So what will happen is that we will centralize control over the inventory and quality while simplifying the last mile logistics. Next step would be the technology integration. So basically, how are we trying to combat the counterfeit seeds that is available to us? According to the case that we were provided, the main problem was to combat this issue. So for this, we are trying to improve transparency, implement a QR code system on all seeds packaging. Farmers can not only scan the code to verify the authenticity, but they can also see the batch details and confirm that the seed is certified or not. This low-cost technology will help to build an immense trust and provide valuable data on the product movement of the farmers. Lastly, another thing that we were proposing was the logistics partnership. For the last mile to promote areas, forge partnership with logistics providers and even India Post, which has an unparalleled rural network. So this can be more cost effective than managing a dedicated vehicle fleet. Request for the next slide. So for the second recommendation, we suggested that we adopt a phased and financially prudent implementation. So this is a complete roadmap on how we are supposed to move forward for the company. So the first phase, which would be around 6 to 12 months, we will be focusing on launching various pilot projects. We expect on various different geographies, could be remote, such as my teammates is in Himachal Pradesh, and one could be in places in West Bengal or in Karnataka, to test the hub and spoke model and the QR code system. Next, we would like to measure the KPIs or the key performance indicators and track metrics like reduction in the spoilage, delivery times, logistic cost per unit, and farmer feedback QR system. Next, we would secure the pilot funding using the initial success and the data from the pilot model. We would like to build a business case for securing larger loans or grants for expansion. We would like to go for higher recommending investors for the initial or the funding. For the next phase, which would be from 12 months to 24 months, we would focus mainly on scaling up. Based on the pilot success, we would systematically roll out our new supply chain model to the other high priority states, just as in Northeast, or we are moving to the rice or the grain states. Next, we would officially launch our brand, initiating the purity and trust of brand campaigning in the pilot region, gathering testimonials from the satisfied farmers. After that comes the phase 3, which is the 24 plus month. Here we would like to expand the model across all the operational territories, because then we would have a specific brand on which we can work on efficient supply chain, aggressive pursue open market sales, and to achieve the goal of the financial independence. So the next, after that, can we go to the next slide? So here we are, these are the projected financial transformation and the ROIs. So investing around a big amount like 105 crores over 5 years can yield up to 245 crores in return. This is an expected time when we are expecting a growth of 133% of ROI with a break even in year 4. So our main objective was to reduce the dependency from 35% to 20%, which we are trying to target. We are diversifying the revenue from 35% open market sales to 25% premium products and 15% exports and 10% services. So this isn't totally an hypothetical situation, but we have seen similar public sector projects like these in the National Seed Corporation, which achieved around 1,143 crore revenues in FY24. So talking about the success factors, if we are implementing this on an immediate action plan, first of all, we are trying to focus on the technology adoption, which is deploying the QR codes in every seed packets in around 3 to 6 months, and efficient supply chain optimization by creating hubs in around 6 to 18 months. Then we are trying to create a brand differentiation, which is including the official brand launch event in around 12 to 24 months. And we are also trying to secure the financial independence, which is around more than 20% by year 5. So this is a historic opportunity. So let's transform this public sector cooperative from a subsidiary dependent to a self-sustaining market leader, empowering 500,000 farmers and securing food's future. Thank you so much. We are open for questions. Thank you so much.
Hello. Praveen and team. So you are talking about like I think giving farmers best seeds, no?
Seeds cooperative. We are trying to open a seeds cooperative.
Cooperative. Okay, but where you will purchase seeds, or you are having your own seed production units, or you will be procuring from others?
We are trying to procure it from the companies directly without involving any kind of middleman in the center, so that we can ensure that the firms are not exploited in the process.
Okay, but how do you have control over that firms? No, you are telling by opening a cooperative, we will be providing good quality seeds to farmers and all. But how will you be having a control over that producing companies, whether they are giving quality seeds and all?
Sir, basically, like it happened, again I will cast the example of Amul, like it happened when it started, there were cases where all the milkmen, they were supplying their milk and it was adulterated. So Amul came up with technologies where they were like very accurate in checking the level of actual milk in that solution they were providing. So similarly, we can have task teams and operations where we can check the viability and the quality, originality of the seeds which the farmers are what you can say, they are like supplying to the cooperative.
And this is a model that was involved, especially in Telangana National Seed Corporation. So we are trying to fix a similar kind of a cooperative idea to not only focus on the subsidy dependence, but also mainly to grow over a larger scale.
So, and like you are targeting majorly FPOs and all to supply, no?
Basically, the initial target will be at a very grassroots level where the farmers have to be like, they have to be acknowledged and their trust has to be gained and they have to be like, what you can say, they have to be tutored. What are the benefits of this if they join this cooperative, if they are willing to participate in this, and what benefit it will give them. If I can take you just to the very second last slide of our PPT, you can see that it has a graph, a bar graph, where it shows the present scenario and the scenario that is expected to happen if we implement this. Now there if you see, the most benefited sector in that is the farmers. The profit of the individual farmers, that is the highest benefited sector. Just the second last slide. Yes. You can see the bar graph is exponentially high in case of the, not this one, the next one. Yes, this one. Individual farmers, so the individual farmers segment is the segment which is most benefited in this case. So our initial target will be at the very bottom level, educating and gaining the trust of farmers and all.
So you mean to say we are collecting the seed from farmers and
yes,
certifying it through different mechanisms?
Yes,
whether the quality is good or bad? Huh?
Yes, sir.
And then selling to the farmer.
Then we are selling to the farmer after branding it.
After branding it as a cooperative mechanism. Yeah,
yes. Yes, sir.
So, what are the problem you are at least solving? You are saying that just quality problem, na?
Yes.
There is a quality issue in the seed. I think 25% of seed are
not. They are adulterated.
Do you know something? Do you know some seed company?
Right now we are at an initial phase where according to the case that we were provided, we were given mainly tomato seeds and everything. So we are talking about indigenous companies. So basically we are not targeting or naming any company as such, because right now we are at a very initial stage where we have to do our own quality checks about which company to trust and which company. So for that we are suggesting some KPIs or the key performance metrics, which will help us to evaluate that which company is actually good for the future investment for the farmers.
Yes, sir. Like this is a very disorganized sector, so there are many companies operating in. They are also trying to do the same, like branding the seeds and all. But then there are malpractices going on where there are fully like dedicated sectors which are only dedicated in making very similar but fake seeds.
Excuse me, you're trying to say that is some unorganized sector,
yes, sir,
unorganized sector into seed business, they are not providing quality seed that you want to address.
We want to provide.
That you want to, that
so just like in farm,
there are a lot of the companies which are working actually quite well. If you know, I think Syngenta is here. Someone is here from there. They are also a seed provider. They are also a seed company. And Syngenta.
So what we can do? They
are known for their best quality. They are one of the preferred. Even farmers pays them premium because of their quality. So you want to know any specific problem you want to address, just other than quality and all?
so we are trying to provide a market-based program or a cooperative system where not only we are targeting customer trust or the farmers trust, but we are also trying to we are trying to reduce subsidy dependence first of all. That is our main target, because right now the government schemes and the government is providing and helping the farmers to provide everything. But in the long run, we are mainly to reduce the dependence to mainly so that the farmers can themselves become dependent and independent in the sense that they can acquire the seeds in their own thing. So basically, we are trying to build a farmers community as a whole.
Yes, sir, because subsidies, as you know, it is a very vulnerable situation right now, and then subsidies can be revoked at any time. So our main goal is to make the farmers, give them a ground so that they are independent by themselves in creating their own cooperative of seeds. And this can be, like, if this seed thing goes correct, then it can be implemented in other aspects of agriculture, like fertilizers, you can say. So main goal, like the idea is to, there are companies who are like providing premium product and then they are also recognized. Our main goal is to like bring all of them under one umbrella and create it as a brand.
But do you know?
So this can give us,
because of this reason, we have kept the brand launch event at the second phase and the third phase. Because right now we are at a very transformational stage. We are at a very pilot stage where we are trying to perform the metrics, see the situation of the market. We are testing out models, and then we would like to create a brand or an event where we can create the customer trust.
It's a good idea. I think. Have you learned the government has gone to create some cooperative into seed business?
Right now, we have not heard much about that seed, especially in the seed sector. So we are the first ones to try to incorporate this.
IFCO is, I think, partnering with Government of India and creating a big seed company.
So that is I think that is a partnership with a private company and a government. So we are here trying to make it into a complete private company where the government would not be involved in any way, because if we involve government subsidies, we are trying to eliminate the middleman situation.
Government policy, we just we want to eliminate the risk of change in government policies within the model. So we want to.
Praveen, no? Yes. Praveen, see, you told we will be you wanted to eliminate the government interventions. I think
yes, sir.
If you
Because
if you want to sell any seeds in India,
if you see,
so certification is a must from government agency. That you know, or without certification you can sell the seeds in India. Sell the seeds in India. So government certification is must.
So that is very true, sir. That is very true. But then, if you look not only the seed thing, if you look at into any government scheme that has come so far, you will find that it is very difficult. Like the common man are at the last queue to get any benefit from a government scheme. They have to put immense efforts to get benefit from a government scheme. There will be initially the middlemen are not there, but then eventually many people step in who will hold different stages in the middle, which will eventually hamper the prospects of the common man. So what we plan to do is, we might be taking all the necessary licensings that are required to be taken from the government, and then at last the organization that we are planning to make that is free from any direct government regulation. Like the government is not a stakeholder. Government is the licensing authority, but the government won't be a stakeholder in that.
Okay, good. I think you wanted to save government money by, I think, reducing subsidy, and you wanted to increase farmer price. See now, if we are selling seeds under subsidy, farmer will be getting benefited. So if you remove that subsidy, farmer will not get benefit, but government will get benefit. So government will save some money. That's your idea, no?
Can you just repeat it?
You told, so without subsidy you wanted to sell. So subsidy is given by government.
Yes.
Yeah, if you give subsidy, farmer will be benefited with the low cost. So with your suggestion, I think the cost will be more for farmer with your cooperative seeds and all.
No, sir. We are not planning. What we are planning is that we reduce the dependence on the subsidy. Like at present, if a farmer is not financially so much stable, he will depend on the subsidy. Like when the government will provide the subsidy, when the government will provide, when the government centers will provide them with the seeds. What we plan to do is we provide them at similar rates as the subsidized rates. Because that is possible if the operations of this procuring and distributing thing is properly done, then it is possible to for the private company to provide seeds at the subsidized rates. So what it will do is that it will reduce dependence of the farmers on the government.
So the biggest challenge that we were facing while we were building this framework is that yes, government subsidies will definitely be cheaper, which would be helpful for the farmers to cooperate. But our initial costs might be the challenge that we are facing right now, bring quality seeds into the hands of the farmers. So basically, we are trying to improve on that, on the cost and financial dependence, because in the long run we also have to see the profits along with the farmers' well-being. So right now, that is the biggest challenge that we are facing in comparison with the government or the Bharat seeds right now. So this is the problem we would like to say.
But then, given enough time, we can frame a proper roadmap to address this challenge also. It is possible.
So all the best. I think you have chosen good problem to solve. But as you are saying, we want to create a cooperative venture. But lastly, you are saying you want to create a private venture which is not related with government. I don't think
So basically, not a private venture. It has to be a cooperative. There are two ways. Depending upon the operational challenges and the revenue models, it can be driven into a cooperative way. It can be driven into a private company. Private companies are prevalent, are existing in the market. So the more unique and the better thing will be to go in the cooperative way, because in that way, each and every farmer is a stakeholder. That will give them a kind of holistic mindset that they are part of a big family. And the trust issue that is prevalent, that will be coped with the cooperative approach. So the cooperative approach, going with the cooperative is the priority.
Okay, I think most of the companies, even private companies, yeah, cooperative companies, yeah, national seed corporation, whatever you may mention, they are producing seed through farmers only. There is no factory of seeds. So they are going to the farmers,
yes,
they are procuring from them only. And for your knowledge, I think IFCO has gone into this business. They are creating I think biggest cooperative for seed business. Bharatiya Sahkari Beej Nigam Limited, I think, like that. So you can just search Google and just update yourself and try to see the things what government is doing. But there is a lot of stakeholders. और market बहुत बड़ा है, so too big to handle. I think no one can actually one party cannot handle the entire gamut of the operations at a single point of time. So बहुत सारा companies का जरूरत अभी to engage in this business. So I think you have taken a first step to understanding these issues. So understand more of these issues and try to sort it out here, solve the problem. Problem is a big, no doubt about that. The farmer base is quite big in India and land holding is fragmented. So farmer का जो size है बहुत छोटा है, तो छोटा problem भी to handle those things ना, it's a big issue. So I think whatever you are thinking, hundreds of companies can be created on those lines, and they will be one of the key part of the solving the problem. So all the best, I think, from my side.
Yeah. So only few things from my side. First of all, is that this full business plan is somehow not clear to us. We didn't able to understand what we were trying to convey. And secondly, you need to be more practically oriented approach, which was not there. So all the best and thank you.
Children is a big problem, no doubt about that. But something was missing. You are not able to get what you want to say. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We understand.
Thank you, Team Shahnas, for the great presentation. The next team is Team Pinak from C.C.S NIAM, Jaipur.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Pinak, and I am Ishan Mishra.
And I am Dipanshu Sharma. And before we start, we have a quick question for everyone. Ishan?
Guys, do I look like Shah Rukh Khan?
No. Absolutely, he does not look like Shah Rukh Khan. I agree with you all. And that's what we are targeting today. What if I say the saffron you consume resembles with the saffron, looks like saffron, but it's not the premium Kashmiri saffron within the market present right now? That is the problem of adulteration current Indian saffron market is facing. That problem of adulteration we are solving with a B plan and the business idea named Zafara. Zafara is an aeroponics based saffron cultivation we are going to launch within India. Ishan, please go on to the first slide.
So talking about the overview of our business, Zafara, so we are the pioneering
So talking about the overview, so Zafara is the pioneering agri-tech venture. So we are going to fully change the saffron farming in India by the use of aeroponic based soil-free cultivation. So we are going to blend the essence of real saffron with the IoT-driven technology by the blockchain. And our mission and vision is to make India the global leader in the aeroponic-based saffron cultivation by using the IoT's blockchains. Talking about our USP, our first USP is saffron quality fingerprint, which none of our competitor is using right now. So we are going to integrate the blockchain technology with the spectrophotometry and chromatography. So here you can see a QR code. So right now what's happening in India, the players are either using the grade 1, grade 2 or grade 3 terms for the saffron marketing. But we don't know whether it is of grade 1 or grade 2. They are just doing the adulteration, they are mixing the grade 2, grade 3 and placing it as the grade 1. But what we are doing, we are providing this QR code on our product. So when the consumer will scan this QR code, they will get to know the real composition of the saffron, as there are 3 pigments in the saffron, the crocine, picrocrocine and the saffron. So as the grade changes, the composition of these pigment changes. So when they will scan this, they will get to know the exact composition of the saffron, so which will increase the authenticity of a saffron. Then comes the second USP, which is more harvest cycle. So the traditional saffron in farming, there is the harvest cycle of 5 to 6 months in year, and which is basically happens in the winter time only. But by using this aeroponics, we can reduce the cycle time to 3 months, and 4 times in a year we can produce the saffron. Then comes the land and water efficiency. So by using this aeroponic technique, we are just reducing this by 75% land and 90% less water. Then comes the controlled climate. As we are using this technology in a room, so full climate is fully controlled by us by using the IoT's controllers. Then comes the first organized mover advantage. In India, there are very less players who are playing, who are in the market with this aeroponic based saffron cultivation, and we are the first organized mover by using this blockchain technology, which none of our competitor is using right now. So talking about the problems which we are going to solve, the poor quality saffron dominating the market, saffron adulteration, climate change and harvest cycle, imported saffron dominating the Indian market. So here you can see in this map the Jammu and Kashmir, which is the hub of saffron. Even in Jammu and Kashmir, the saffron adulteration is 36%. These are few glimpses of the news articles you can see from Amar Ujala, Times of India and Economic Times. The major problem in the industry right now with the saffron is the adulteration, and also the production is reducing because of global warming and the quality of soil in India.
Now, talking about the market scenario, this data shows the market potential of saffron within the world as well as the domestic market. Within the world, it's around 372.9 million USD with a cumulative growth rate of 8.6%. As well as in India, it is around 36.4 million USD with 12.8% of cumulative growth. But with that point of growth, why India is not contributing towards the export? Next please. Now, if we see here, saffron is being the origin of saffron in Greece and Persia. Iran is the major exporter with 90% dominance in the world, whereas India is only contributing 5 to 6%. The major importers are Spain, UAE, USA, China, and India is one of the major exporters among Iran, Spain, Afghanistan. But why only 5 to 6%? We have never thought about that. That is because the consumption demand is more than the production demand. What India used to produce in past 15 years was around 14 to 16 tons per year. And it got reduced to 11 tons in 2021, then to 8 tons in 2023, and the last year production was around 2.8 tons. But why is it? Because of the adulteration, there is a huge market gap. It's around, the net demand is around 35 to 40 tons, and India could not meet that net demand. Whereas when we see the aeroponics players, within the per year production, it is below 100 kgs, like below 1 ton. So when we cumulate that growth, it would be around 14 plus 1 ton, it could be around 15 tons. And where the other 15 ton goes, that 15 ton is being imported by the Iranian saffron. And that is the import pressure on India. That we are dealing, that quality of saffron, we will reduce that pressure. That is the aim of Zafara.
So talking about the method, so the first thing is saffron bulbs, which we import from Jammu and Kashmir, Pampur, the best quality saffron bulbs. Then comes the aerophonic setup. So basically what is happening right now, the people are using a full room and they are just cultivating that their saffron in that aerophonic setup. But if something happens to their some batch, then it can easily spread it to all the batch. So what we are doing, we are dividing this into the chambers. So we will divide a room into 3 chambers. If something happens in one chamber, it will not affect the other 2 chambers. So it will save our cost as well as our batch. And the initial temperature required is 22 degrees Celsius, and during the time of flowering it got reduced to 15 to 16 degrees Celsius, which we will by using the chillers which are fully automated, we are going to use this. And the cycle time is 3 months, so after 3 months we are going to get the dried stigma, which are saffron.
Now, for the segmentation purpose, we'll use the metro cities and we'll target the pharmaceuticals and big food chains, as well as the cosmetic and textile industry. With that, B2C consumers would be through the supermarket chains, as we categorize the premium saffron within the supermarket. Also, with the behavior perspective, we target the companies which requires year-round production instead of having a one procurement cycle. And for the psychographic, a consumer would be luxury focused and health conscious. For the targeting, the secondary target would be labs and R&D. Now, why labs and R&D? There's an ongoing research that saffron has the protein content. And when you keep saffron on the table, on the normal temperature, the protein content is constantly degrading. But due to the ongoing research, saffron can be encapsulated with a chitin alliginate edible polymer, which will help to encapsulate and protect that protein content within saffron. So we'll partner with the lab as a future prospect, and we'll add that encapsulated saffron as one of our portfolios. And with the positioning purpose, we use the blockchain technology as is unique, and none of the players right now is using the blockchain technology to describe the composition as a proof for the adulteration-proof saffron. We are supported by different government schemes like Atal Innovation Mission, National Horticulture Board, which are providing subsidies currently. And with a huge market gap, we have an economic demand we can sustain in the market. Also with the health and wellness shift among the consumers and the major dealing with the adulteration, the consumer demands for the quality saffron is much more, and they will pay the price for the quality. Also with the aeroponics, we are dealing with the technology with IoT and precision farming. We are reducing the climate resilient impact, and we are using 90% less water in aeroponics. Also for the licensing, we'll go for SAI ISO certification, and for the export purpose, we'll consider EPIDA.
So talking about the 7 P's of marketing, so the first one, product. So we will place our saffron as the premium best quality saffron. The SKUs are 1 gram, 5 gram, 10 grams and 500 grams packs. Talking about the price, the selling price will be 700 per gram. Talking about the place, so first we are going to target the Hyderabad, because Hyderabad is the hub for pharmaceutical companies, and our target is B2B, the pharmaceutical companies as well as the restaurant chains. So in Hyderabad, the traditional dish is biryani. So saffron is majorly used for biryani purpose also. So we are going to target the Hyderabad first. Then comes the promotion. So we are going to use digital marketing for the doctor community. We are going to use LinkedIn for the B2C, like that are secondary consumers. So for them we are going to use Instagram, Facebook ads. Then comes the people. The stakeholder are IoT specialists, well-trained laborers. So we are going to take their feedbacks regularly, and we will implement that in our business. Then comes the process. So the main process here that we are going to use is aeroponics and the blockchain integration. Then the main thing is the physical evidence, as we are playing on the trust. So for that we are using the CFRA certification, which is affiliated to FSSAI lab. So we are not using any private lab for this. We are using the government lab, so it will be more authentic.
Now coming to the promotions and marketing channel, first for the physical marketing, we'll be using trade and exhibition to demo our product, and the other food festival. But why would the consumer prefer Zafara, as there are many other saffrons? But what is happening in the recent market is that the problem of adulteration. What do you think adulteration did? Did it only reduce the quality? Yes, it reduced the quality, but additionally, it lost the consumer's trust within the premium saffron of India, and that's what Zafara is aiming for. We'll bring back that trust, and our production will be based on that trust. That's what Zafara is improvising that with ourselves, and we are visioning that kind of trust and market within the domestic market as well as the export and import. And with the SWOT analysis, we go for strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Strengths, we know with the aeroponics, we are reducing the land reduction by 4. We are optimizing the water use efficiency. Opportunities with the global demand of the saffron market. We have a huge market gap within India as well as the export market. Also, the adulteration in the saffron market is the big major problem which our business idea is dealing with. With the weaknesses, high one-time capital investment. Aeroponics usually require high one-time capital investment because it is a congestion of IoTs, and because of that IoTs you need to invest. But the thing is, the technology maintenance and dependency. When we totally depend on technology, like the power we need to run our whole project, if it shut down, we have a counter for it. We'll start up backup generators, so even if the power shut down, our production doesn't. For the threats, the price competition from the Iranian saffron, because it is a premium saffron and it has a major dominance in the market. Other than that, the market fluctuation in saffron prices and the consumer trust in branding that we are looking forward when we penetrate the market.
So talking about the financial, so the fixed cost, as we are using the equipments like humidifiers, chillers, iron racks and many more, it's like 24,75,000. Coming to the variable cost for the one cycle, which is of 3 months. So the main thing is here are bulbs for the 5 kg of production of saffron, which are 17,50,000, and total it will be like 26,37,500. Talking about the year-wise revenue and process expense, in year 1 we will like neck to neck. The total revenue will be 1,40 lakhs for 5 kg of saffron for 4 cycles. Then the total expense will be around 1,40 lakh itself. Coming about the break-even point, so we will touch that after the third cycle. After the third cycle, that is like 9 months. So here you can see the variable cost for cycle 2 to 4. So it is same as cycle 1, but here we have added that soil mixture for bulb multiplication. So saffron bulbs have a unique quality that it gets multiplied when we embed that in the soil. So for that we are using this soil mixture. As a result, you can see after the first year, the cost of that bulbs got reduced because we are not going to purchase that from the market. We are going to use our own multiplied bulbs, and it got reduced to just 8,62,500 for 1 year for first cycle. Then comes the benefit cost ratio. So from the first year itself, we are not in loss.
Also for the yearly financial analysis, you can see our revenue 1,40 lakh for the first year, and the second year it jumps to 1,54 lakh. This is a 10% increase we are aiming for every production scale. But our total expense is getting decreased from 1,39 lakh to 94 lakh. This is because the main portion of the expense was invested into the bulbs, and the bulbs cost for the first cycle was around 17 lakhs. This bulbs reduction has decreased the expense on the total expense, and we are gaining profit from the second year itself. We will reach the break even after the third cycle, and from the fourth cycle of the first year, we will be entering the profit zone. As per the competitive analysis, we have vertical farms and Shunili farms. They are pricing their saffron at 4.5 lakh to 5 lakh per kg in the market, but it is a low grade saffron. Where considering the premium saffron from the Kashmir, like the Kashmiri saffron variety, Sheshadri farms and grower farms, they are pricing around 8 lakhs per kg. And whereas we will price our saffron at 7,20,000 per kg. This shows if the consumers are ready to purchase the premium product at 8 lakhs, they will surely go for our quality proof product at 7 lakhs.
Talking about the way forward, so the first thing is scale up production. So after capturing the Hyderabad hub, we are going to increase our production unit to other metro cities as well. Then there is a gap of 300 crores in the